Said all raindrops have one job, is to work their way back home. You say, what do you mean? I said, well, when they hit that water, they got to work their way back. If they hit the land or the dirt, they got to work their back to the river, to the stream, to the ocean. We humans, when we're born, we have one thing to do. God don't give a damn about a PhD like your daddy got. Or a PhD like your mama got. Or how much money you got in the bank. Or if you're black, you're white. You're rich, you're poor, you can read, you can't read. God has one law. When you come here, the only thing you have to do is work your way back home. I brought you through that little door called your mama's womb. But all you got to do is work your way. And I have one restriction. You better be as clean when you get back as you was when I put you here.
The following podcast is dedicated in love and memory of Dick Gregory and our special cat, Rusty. Here we are on the 1220 podcast with Brandon Jenkins. What's up, dude?
What's up, everybody?
Yo. Yeah, it seems like other than SummerSlam, one of the biggest subjects is happening tomorrow, the solar eclipse, man. I don't understand the appeal of it, really.
It's really weird. It's crazy. Like, we're to the point of hundreds of thousands of people from all over the world coming to see something that's going to last a few minutes.
Right. Right.
But then again, if you think about men in general, I guess I don't have to say anything,
True.
but it's in their nature. I think if you gave someone 3 minutes of the most extreme high in the world, someone's going to do it. But see, the thing is about this, though, Brandon just showed us a picture that was on his Facebook feed
of Cleveland Cutoff, right? It's like basically like Woodstock numbers at Cleveland Cutoff.
Tens of thousands of people supposedly off of fucking Cleveland Cutoff.
It looks like it's just like some music festival, because if you look off in the distance of the photo, it looks like some industrial town. It's totally not. What I'm saying is it's bullshit. It looks like a bullshit picture. But what if it is?
What were they trying to get? Were they trying to get people to come to Stillions or something?
There's 10,000 people off Cleveland Cutoff right now, methed out of their mind.
That's yeah. You're like, dude, I already seen 12 of these already. You know?
I mean, all you got to do, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like coming to Kentucky, mostly, you know, I was saying earlier, it's like most of the time you come to see at least a two to 3 minute thing, or which is a Kentucky Derby in Louisville. Right. You know that.
I guess it ain't too far fetched, but at the same time, it's weird how obsessed now everyone suddenly is of what's going on in the sky. You know, I was talking about that earlier. It's like, what if, you know, there's been some shit going down for a while in the sky, you know, for one reason or another.
See, I'm going with the Area of Sorrow Castlevania storyline.
It's Dracula.
Yeah, Dracula's castle is going to appear behind the eclipse, and we have to fucking fight it. You know, we have to
we have to get some bullwhips. Yeah, take out some bats and skeletons.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, we got exactly 16 hours and 25 minutes until the total eclipse.
In case someone doesn't know, this eclipse will start in a small town in Oregon, off the coast on that side, on the west coast, and it's going to go all the way to South Carolina. So it's the first one that has went coast to coast in 99 years. Although it's not it's been nearly 40 years since the last full eclipse.
Okay, yeah, so based off this map here I got from the official NASA.gov website situation.
Always to be trusted.
All right, the states. Okay, it does start off in Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's where, I think we talked about that earlier. Right. And it ends in either Georgia or South Carolina.
South Carolina, I do believe, on the 33rd parallel.
Yeah, and we're right smack dab, on the tail end of that.
And I don't know if this is true or not, but I think Oregon is the 33rd state in the union, so there's a numerology.
Numerology with if you follow that stuff, the 33rd, that's some
weird shit.
It's crazy how with stuff like this you get so much stories like that.
There's so much.
You see some people posting that whenever the totality occurs, that you're gonna have like a Y2K scenario where all the computers in the world shut down.
Oh yeah, sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think there is quite a bit of manufactured hype to sell stuff right now. There's been already millions of dollars were made at the beginning of the month where people were coming in and booking places and so on.
Dude, could you imagine the amount of money that's been made just off these glasses?
And some of them, we don't even know if it's going. They don't even know. What's the field testing?
Exactly. How do you test it?
Whoa.
They get some dude out there.
Okay, I just pulled up this very obscure website called Google, and I Googled the last total solar eclipse because I was trying to figure out the year in the 70s where one happened. Apparently on July 22nd, 2009, there was a total eclipse that lasted 6 minutes and 39 seconds.
What part of the world was this visible?
Yeah,
Probably Antarctica.
I don't know. I'm not even going to dig too much into it.
Parts unknown, or
Yeah, it's at Undertaker's. Yeah,
Mankind, and
both from Death Valley.
Now I do another correlation. If we're going to make some weird correlations with this, it is fascinating that I didn't find out about this total eclipse until Chris Cornell had died because Black Hole Sun.
Yeah, see, let's talk about those numbers. Let's talk about this.
Okay.
Chris Cornell also died the same day not the same year or anything, the same day that Wizard of Oz came out.
And Dark Side of the Moon is also synced up to this. So this is weird, like
pretty
correlations,
strange.
and by proxy. But I guess the point is like, I guess you can, but bring a lot of stuff into this. Of course, the biblical part of this came from a verse in Revelations where it mentions that the moon or the sun became black as sackcloth or something like that, and which I guess even to a layman you can see that as being an eclipse. Now, in occult religions and occult theology and all that stuff, the black sun is something that's always seen as a key figure.
Right.
Because even during sun worship is Ra, and then Isis was the moon deity, the feminine
Isn't that weird?
deity.
Like
ISIS.
We fight ISIS every day, dude.
And it's strange the usage of that word. So now what's going on right now? So there's a lot of people getting rich, but there's also at least thousands of people in these smaller towns that don't know how to handle it in concentrated areas. If someone was to decide to pull some shit, this would be the time to do it.
Oh, yeah.
And then the cell phone, they already said and warned that cell phone service was going to be disrupted, and they already got, Red Cross has got emergency lines set up. Doctors have emergency lines set up for this, just in case. Because there's going to be problems, People coming in with sick people also going to be conjugating. So if you're going to spread some shit, now would be the time to spread it.
I also think it's crazy how, I saw an article the other day saying not to try to take pictures of it with your phone because it could mess up your phone camera.
Why?
That's interesting that they say that.
And, I mean, there's also, anything like this, you always get these old wives' tales.
Yeah.
We were reading one the other day that said pregnant women weren't supposed to look at it or hold metal objects during it, and it was all kinds of crazy stuff.
That is
Really?
interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's like pregnant or nursing. Make sure you're not around It's like basically the side effects part of any like Lunesta commercial or anything.
The possible side effects is you start randomly respawning in places in the map that you didn't die. But fucking here's the thing too though. By the time this airs, either it was a load of shit or we're all dead or something.
Yeah.
Chaos has spread. So
finally the apocalypse finally happened.
It was it was either cloudy and utterly pointless, or the zombie apocalypse has started.
Yeah. So there is some correlations between what the thing I mentioned earlier in conversation earlier was about the influence of the moon and the sun and its gravitational pull on the Earth, and volcanoes and underwater activities and other things.
Right.
It's a possibility because at the end of the day,
some animals mate during this kind of time too. Like when it's
the birds are going to be fucked up right now. The birds are probably not knowing what the fuck's going on.
Well, yeah, they're probably down there with the hundreds of thousands of people clean cutoff watching the solar eclipse.
Yeah, right.
That was something I thought was interesting. Was you're not supposed to look at it without the glasses. Well, what about the millions of animals outside that are probably going to look at it? You know what I mean?
Good
Alan,
point.
You said some old man would talk about he got his eyes damaged from this. I asked Alan the same question because it's like That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, you're not supposed to stare at the sun for a long time because you do get like
loopy.
Yeah, the movie Pi is kind of sort of based off that.
Right.
Yeah, but like I'm a rebel. I'm gonna look at the solar eclipse
I'm a rebel, dude.
with my eyeballs. Like, not for long. I'm not stupid. I just want to be like, I just want to see.
I just think that all this speculation, at the end of the day, it's a result of people not knowing exactly what's going to fucking happen, really. It's going to be the most observed one for obvious reasons because of technology and the rise of physicists and all that stuff, and studying this stuff, or physics, the rise of physics as an interest. But I don't know. By the time this airs, some shit probably went down.
This might be our last test.
This might be it, and if that's the case, man, it was out of our control.
Makes you wonder. Like, I want to do something silly while it's in the air,
dude. You should moon the eclipse.
Okay, that should be filmed.
We'll film it.
Okay,
all right, if we can accurately do this, because no one's going to believe that. Y'all just darkened it up. That's all y'all did. But I'll try to get a good shot of the sun.
I don't know. Maybe I was thinking about like rub one out during the solar eclipse. Like,
dude.
That's probably going to be the most passionate time to rub one out.
There's probably going to be some YouPorn videos. Eclipse Triple X. 99 years in the making. Just all these really cheesy lines.
Get on a local news interview. So what were you doing during the solar eclipse?
Well,
same thing I always do on a fucking Monday night or whatever.
Don't stare at this for too long.
So okay, bro. I might go blind. Yeah. Oh my god.
There is going to be people going blind though. That's a guarantee. That's funny to me. It's a guarantee that some of these fucking half-wit motherfuckers, the only thing they've ever read is like the back of like their prescription bottles or whatever. It's just like, I guess there's more in there, But it's like, what's the big deal? They just stare at it and fucking. They just
you get the old hard asses. I've seen 14 solar eclipses. I can see just fine.
I've seen them in 25 feet of snow.
Of course, I can't walk right, but I can still see.
I had 4 kids. Yeah, no problem. But yeah, I mean, there is some stuff like from a scientific point of view. There's got to be something that happens with gravity. They've been studying what the full moon's effect is on magma and volcanoes, and we do know for a fact that coral reefs spawn during full moons. So there is definitely a relationship. But what also should be noted, another interesting fucking coincidence, is the path of this thing is over some major fault lines.
Yep.
The
Cascadia fault subduction zone or whatever, from the west in California, in Oregon.
Oh yeah.
Or the San Andreas, and then it's going over Yellowstone, and it's going over the New Madrid fault, which is where we're at.
New Madrid.
Yeah.
Madrid?
New Madrid
Madrid.
One of the two. So that also should be noted. But again, it's the correlations of the shit. You can look at it from any angle. There's more evidence to support some weird shit for this as opposed to Y2K.
It's I just want to say it's nice knowing you guys.
It's been real.
But speaking of that, Brandon Jenkins, this is the first time on the podcast. It's awesome to have you here. Like, how do I know you? And like, how do you know me? Can you explain that?
Like, where did it all start?
Yeah, where did it all... Yeah.
Oh, man. The first time I can ever remember meeting you guys was playing basketball in Von Elda's driveway.
Oh, okay.
All right. That seems about... Yeah.
Right. Von Elda's our aunt, in this case,
Yeah.
everyone. Call her Popo.
Yep.
That's her nickname.
Yeah. I want to say you were maybe a freshman in high school.
Probably super skinny.
So we would have been like 6th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all were kiddos.
That's the first one I can really remember, I think.
Yeah, then we kind of got into the backyard wrestling stuff,
Yeah.
I think. After
Well,
that.
not in the way people see it now, backyard wrestling.
No,
Right.
the trampoline wrestling.
We just did trampoline stuff.
We had spots. And Ben
Was
Arnold
Scorpion.
was Scorpion. What was Brett's gimmick? Do you remember?
He was just Brett. Oh, he was Jeff Hardy, basically.
Yeah. But it's like Dynamite Kid or something. I don't know.
We came up with some
You were
stuff.
Croft.
Yeah.
I was the Surge. And Brandon, what was your...
I don't even remember.
That's a cool gimmick. ladies show up in matches like
I don't know.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
I don't know who I am.
I knew Brandon.
I'm
did-
here to take some bumps.
yeah, he dabbled a little bit in it. But yeah, that was the height of our wrestling fanaticism at the time.
Yeah. It's cool that we all kind of still had that.
We was around it. Yeah.
Yeah, we both boom periods of wrestling, which is the 80s and the
In the 90s.
We'll talk about
early
that a little later,
2000s,
though,
yeah.
about the wrestling.
But yeah, so yeah, Brandon. And so we knew Brandon through Brett. And
yeah, because
Paul.
a little younger than we were.
But y'all's crew hung out together, so we all kind of hung out together. We Stiff Entertainment was rolling at the time.
we filmed some stuff. Obviously.
The infamous Paul
can,
Horowitz dojo.
Can we get one of those like real fast, real live?
Hey, man, giving me all your monies.
Updated, dog.
It was one of the best lines of dialogue period ever written.
If anyone can find it, it's on the original Stiff archives. We posted a cut that we did.
The second cut I had, I don't know if I showed you, it was like once you kick or Paul kicks you, you land on the ground and a dragon shows up.
Yeah,
and
we
put fire on top of you.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
The other one is just a big explosion.
Yeah,
It's pretty silly.
But we was over at Paul's house, and it was kind of a drought period
Paul
for
Roberts
filming
is
stuff.
the word,
And we was trying to develop Paul some characters, and if you remember, he had one called Ferdinand, the Drexboro superhero. He can only see. He's the only one that can see evil.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
And all that stuff. And then went over there, and he did the Dojo of Pain, which self-defense class.
Which led to.
Yeah, and Brandon just so happened to be there. He's like, dude,
because it's Paul's birthday party. Because everyone always went there. We always partied or
party hardy and jammed. Yeah, and and so we got Brandon on board. And boy, did he ham it up though. That shit was fucking hilarious. Because I think it was something like, it was like just say it like in a B movie or something. I don't even know what the direction was, but it was just so fucking funny, dude.
But I don't know. It's just we're all good friends, and as far as like growing up wise, like as we get older, it's like Brent Jenkins is the only dude I know that has his shit together.
Yeah, I know. I've said that before.
I think we've said it 1,000 times.
Yeah, and then Daniel
McFarlane, it's her cousin.
Number two.
Number two.
But it's like it is a subjective matter on who's really got their shit together. But
I don't know. We should probably get Brent Jenkins on the podcast.
Yeah, yeah. We should get him on a podcast. As of right now, we're presently watching SummerSlam 2017.
Yeah, I think we need to take a small break.
We'll take a small break from
And
this, just 12:20.
And we are back with the 1220 podcast. The Eclipse thing kind of made my heart do something. What was oh yeah, I had one of those.
You had a total eclipse of the heart.
Yeah.
So
Hey-o.
what exactly in the song moves in front of the heart that you can't see it? I mean, you can't even see it
But
anyway.
see, here's the thing. When I turn around, and and I have bright eyes, and so every now and then I do fall apart.
Oh.
Every
now and again?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure. But I need you now tonight.
Did I, need you more than ever?
Yeah, okay. I see what you did there. That's a good one, though.
Yeah, it's cool. Brendan, I guess being a part of the news segment, which usually comes off as pretty funny.
I can't take it seriously.
Yeah, it's like always end up. I know on the last podcast, Al and I got way too drunk.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anyone's heard that one.
Yeah,
but,
you can obviously tell I was drunk, man. The
yeah,
entire
because
time.
we got a bottle of Patron.
We had before that we had Maker's Mark, because the rationale was it was given to us
and why not?
It was nice, and we thought, just because it's the higher end stuff, then maybe no.
Yeah, because it's so smooth when it goes down.
But you still have alcohol poisoning and all that stuff.
So
that wasn't fun.
So actually, Brendan, I'm going to hand this off to you. Right here. This segment is called "It Came from CNN." And Brendan, what do we have here, man? What do we got?
What's the top dog headline?
Top headline: Trump to announce path forward. He will address the nation on a new U.S. strategy in Afghanistan.
Wait, we're still talking about Afghanistan now?
Still talking about Afghanistan.
Where did that come from?
Whoa, that's fucking completely has nothing to do with North Korea or nothing else.
Yeah,
you know?
remember that, guys? Remember when we was going to get blown up?
I
What
mean,
the fuck?
like we talked about earlier, 2 months ago it was Russia. A month ago it was Korea. Last week it was Nazis. Now we're back on Afghanistan.
How are we back there? I mean,
What's going
Oh
on?
my god, that's garbage house.
It better involve let's get our troops out of there or something. you
Well,
know?
yeah, remember Obama promised that. You know, Obama promised a lot of things.
shit. Yeah, I know. He
But
was
the
just-
only thing he did was give everyone socialist health care.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, he just gave it to us in the most like he was a good talker. He was a good promo.
I'm just gonna say, I mean, you know, like okay, with the WWE Network,
Yeah.
if you pay $10 a month,
Yeah.
you're gonna get $10 worth of pay-per-views.
Yeah.
If your healthcare is free,
You're gonna get what you don't get.
you get the bare minimum of fucking healthcare.
Well, it ended up being a disaster. If you notice, remember KY Connect or whatever we had to use.
Yeah, it was always down all the time. The
They had a hell of a
healthcare.gov
problem.
was gone.
Yeah, I mean they didn't even know what to do.
So also it incentively tells people not to have a job, so they can have food stamps and have free healthcare.
Yeah,
Yep.
So basically, it's just encouraging people to suck off the teat.
socialism, y'all. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And as convenient as it is in some cases, and when you look at the broader spectrum of it, you're like, oh, because you got to look at the people that are getting it, you know.
Yeah.
And it is. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just weird.
I don't know, Brandon. What else? What we got there? What else?
All right. We've got North Korea warns of merciless strike.
Oh, here we go again.
So now we're back on North
Now
Korea.
that they're going to
Yeah,
combine
they're
all
back right
three, so everyone can click the articles and tune into their shitty programming.
Really, man? Is this how?
It's happening. This is how they're going to roll.
Of course. See, North Korea's been, you know, always saying something, you know, like, because they're always pounding their chests, being like,
We're the big dogs.
Well,
that's
yeah.
like
Hold on.
Russian.
Yeah. No, same thing. I guess.
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
all the same.
They're always threatening some big explosion. You know, always.
Who has time for that? If I was the dictator of a country, I'd just be like chilling.
You notice North Korea is also the only real, true dictatorship that exists, besides a little bit in China, right? China's communist, right? Aren't they communists in China?
China's scary.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird how the Orientals are holding on to the dictatorships and whatnot.
And it's funny that if you think about penises and ego,
Yeah.
the Asian people typically have.
yeah,
some
by
of
and
those.
large.
I mean, I'm not to isolate any of my Asian listeners, but even an Asian listener, be like, yeah, we're pretty good at math, and we have small dicks.
everything else, but it's pretty much the thumb.
I mean,
It's
it's
a
just
day
kind of
boy.
crazy that, I mean, you look at the size of North Korea
Yeah,
and the stuff that they're doing. I mean, if China had the mentality that North Korea does, like, China could wipe out the entire world.
oh, just
Yeah.
all they need. China's just sitting there saying, "Give me a reason,"
Yeah.
you know, in Russian.
Because obviously they have us by the balls because they make everything ever,
We owe them money.
and that too.
Yeah, that's something.
Also,
everyone needs to
sometimes they
understand
bail
that.
us out in the fucking box office with movies like, especially the War of Warcraft movie that came out.
And then Transformers apparently.
Yeah, it was.
That's the only reason why they keep making
both of
them.
those were, kind of certified flops, but China. Oh yeah, I guess we get into that. Yeah, it's cool.
What happened?
We got on the CNN homepage, the next article is talking about Jerry Lewis passing away.
Jerry Lewis, Jewish comedian that has been on the scene since the mid-'50s. He's a member of the Rat Pack with Dean Martin, Sammy Davis, and who else am I forgetting? Who else is in the Rat Pack?
Dean. Did you ever say Dean Martin?
Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Jerry Lewis,
Frank
Sinatra,
fucking Hulk Hogan.
and probably Hulk Hogan, Tully Blanchard, Arn Anderson, and this is the Four Horsemen.
Okay, this is the same Jerry Lewis that played in the movie The Comedian, right? With
Yes, which
Yeah,
was, if anyone's listening to this,
that's his best role he ever played in a film. To me.
Actually, yes, it's his best serious role because originally the infamous movie that never got seen was The Day the Laughter Died,
Oh, yeah.
where he plays a Jewish clown during the Holocaust, and it was like so dark and so fucked up they could never put it to print. Google that. That's an actual thing that actually
Wow.
happened.
Yeah, see, I don't
Whoever
have much
listens
to
to it.
say because that's not my generation.
We grew up on rewatching Nutty Professor, and of course, a character on The Simpsons.
How old did you say he was, Brandon?
91.
That's a full life.
Yep.
That's good enough. You know.
Almost a centurion.
Yeah.
Almost there.
He was. I'm surprised he lived that long.
It's
But,
it's insane.
But he was one of the original. Well, he's the most popular comedian from for a long time. You know. What's the guy's the professor from The Simpsons? Lady.
Poindexter. What the fuck is his name?
Finkel.
Fink. I don't know.
Professor Fink. But
So
anyway, yeah,
needs
he's
to
based
Google
off
that.
Jerry Lewis, and so is there's some Zoidberg has some Jerry Lewis tendencies. He's also Curly Howard as well, but there's a huge influence. Yeah, Nutty Professor, Flubber was a movie he was in. He was the first goofball. He was actually Adam Sandler in a way.
Oh yes, yeah. See, also to me, kind of have the same kind of appeal because also not the same generation.
Right.
Where it's from.
Yeah. So Lewis, of course, also is famous for the telethons for muscular dystrophy.
Yeah, he was.
Now, some people have argued that it's
What I have a
scammy.
picture of him in my mind. He's wearing glasses. He's sweaty.
Mm-hmm.
He's in a suit.
He was a smoky.
He has a
guy,
bottle of
yeah.
scotch or something. It's like he's one of those guys. Like basically,
lady.
yeah.
That's Jerry
Yeah,
Lewis.
yes.
That's all he really contributed to comedy, though. But I mean, it
Rest in
worked.
peace, man. He had a full life.
Yeah, good for him, man.
He made it.
He was the oldest Rat Pack member.
What else we got,
He was
Brandon?
the last.
What's let's move it on here. What we got?
All right. Next story. Going back to the eclipse.
Oh,
Of course, it's
okay.
Anybody
Major
that wants to
headlines.
download the CNN app, shameless plug,
Of course, by the app.
Okay.
Or download the
you
app.
can, instead of going outside, you can pull up the app and watch the eclipse in a 360-degree view.
Okay, see, that makes sense. All these motherfuckers that drove fucking 12,000 miles just to go to Hopkins, go to the Cleveland Cutoff in
Yeah.
Muhlenberg County.
Yeah, apparently,
They could just pull it up in the fucking CNN app. and
apparently
get
the
a fucking-
entire state of California is in the clean cutoff road.
I wonder how many people's gonna be like live streaming on Facebook. See, we gotta watch out for that tomorrow. Facebook
There's going to be
Live.
a lot of live streams. Yeah.
Oh man, that's CNN. Fucking
Yeah, they're of course they're going to cash
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Everyone is cashing out on this stuff.
Alan, we should have already done that.
I know.
We should have paid, charge
We
people sitting in our yard.
Sit in our yard, $3,000 minimum.
We'd give them like fucking, I don't know, give them some free tap water.
Yeah,
As an
on
incentive.
tap, water on tap. You know,
We got that all day.
yeah. That's weird.
This one more, man. We gotta move on to Fox
One
News
more.
because this is
Oh, here's a classic post. They say, according to polls, the 3 key states that helped Trump win, which would be Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Michigan, nearly 2/3 of their voters say they are embarrassed by Trump's conduct as president.
Yeah, see, that's a typical CNN article I see a lot.
They'll
Always.
never let it go.
There's always got to be some people being like, I'm sure a lot of people are disgruntled because he hasn't fulfilled on a lot of the campaign promises.
Like
that,
lock her up and all that stuff.
yeah. See, I can see the backlash on that, but realistically, has there ever been a candidate that's done that?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
You know.
What's funny is, like we talked about earlier, how you get the small window of view instead of the full story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how many tens of hundreds of thousands of people voted between those 3 states?
I know. You only get one person being like, you know what? I don't like it.
The
I don't
polls,
like it.
it says they surveyed around 800 people in each state.
Oh, that ain't nothing.
Yeah, that's
That's like a
not much.
county.
You could pretty much go to a county that voted against Trump in that state.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because it's
Nice
gonna be.
try, CNN.
Yeah, because yeah, I see
Wow.
what they're doing. Always.
Let
CNN,
it go.
They
They
never
let it go.
fail to amaze. Always this flabbergasted, dumb.
This Divas matches went on for about 20 years. I had to let
wait,
the
is
people
it still
know that-
going?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's
Uh,
almost as bad as a big.
We're watching
cast.
SummerSlam, and we
Big show
decided
match.
to take to the second part of this podcast right now because a Divas match And I'm telling you, I've never seen a product or something part of a program that I don't know. I can't tell you who cares about this other than they do, the wrestlers themselves.
Yeah, because I don't know. We'll get into this a little later, but TNA's knockout division is way better than this business.
Charlotte Flair should save it, but they'll bury her or something because her.
All right, yeah. Let's check the other tab. See if we can go to the Fox News business. See, Fox News always has. They have more little sauce on their headlines.
Sauce.
Yeah, I mean it's not much better,
it's not
but
too much, but
it's still it's pretty good.
You want the politics or the business?
It's whatever.
We got. Let's see. Same first story on that talking about Afghanistan.
Yeah. Good job, Obama. You did that too, right?
Yeah.
Thanks, Obama.
Missouri Democratic State Senator apologizes for hoping Trump is assassinated.
Oh,
here we go.
Pulling a Johnny
gentlemen.
Depp. Basically the same thing as the last time.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I, Brandon, or Casey decided to just pop out of our fucking dwelling and say, I'm going to assassinate the president, what the fuck do you think? I remember hearing people say, if Trump gets elected, I'm going to kill him. I'm like, no, you won't, dude. You won't even get off your phone for 5 minutes. You know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
For some stupid text from some
drunken.
drunken.
Because what legit reason would you have to kill Donald
What
Trump other than the fact that he's the United States president?
Out of all the shit that's happened in the last 20 years, legitimate shit. The families ruined over war. You had people die in 9/11. You had all kinds of crazy shit that went on. But over conjecture of what a president had either said or haven't said, which really in this case is about what he haven't said. Now, what they're using, according to what Mike Riviera was saying, is the 25th Amendment about that his inflammatory statements would cause a potential disturbance to the country or something.
Oh, whatever.
Some bullshit. So, yeah, of course, he should apologize for saying he's going to fucking calling for the assassination. Why would anybody go out in public and say, especially if you're in public office, and why would you vote for him?
It's true.
This guy said he's going to kill another motherfucker.
I know.
You have to wait to get elected first before you're going to say you're going to kill another motherfucker.
That's true. So yeah, Brendan, what do you think about that? What do you think about this man from Missouri? What's going to?
It's crazy to me. Like how does someone as high of a position as a state senator,
right?
Like, dude, it don't matter if you voted for him or not. That's your fucking president. Like, you almost directly work for him.
Yes.
You don't go out and say, let's kill our boss.
That'd be like me going to work tomorrow night and be like, I'm killing my boss.
Yeah.
How's that going to work for me? I'm done.
Of course, yeah.
So I think he was probably pressured into saying some of that shit, and he had to retort. He had to come back or retreat.
That's like you guys said, like all these celebrities that said they were moving to Canada if Trump got elected.
They didn't go nowhere.
Where's Rosie O'Donnell's fat ass sitting at right now?
Yeah,
Ponderosa.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, Golden Corral, more likely.
I used to be funny, I was a Flintstone. Yeah, fuck her, that fat bitch. And I think it's hilarious. Yeah, I'm gonna use derogatory because when they were on Trump's ass about. He said derogatory terms about women.
Okay.
He meant a woman.
One particular
woman.
And also, name one thing, like, as a presidential candidate or as president, that Donald Trump has ever said that was racist. Yeah. Okay. The only thing
I looked for it.
The only thing people keep bringing up is like he said that in the borders he said there's rapists and drug dealers coming over from Mexico.
Well, there is.
If you're coming here illegally, I'm just saying.
You probably are a criminal.
There's a pretty good chance that it's illegal for you to be here.
Yeah, I mean,
and you're a part of a lot of illegal activities.
Because if we have to fucking show 4 forms of identification just to get...
Yeah, just to go to fucking Canada.
Just to get a massage.
Just to go to America's attic. You know what I'm saying?
If we have to take our shoes off, have a thumb put in our ass just to ride a fucking airplane in our own country... I mean, come on.
It's not fair, man. It's just not fair.
It's not fucking fair. But yeah, he was correct because at that particular moment, the drug cartels from Mexico are pretty fucking rampant right now. Some of them are in Kentucky right now as we speak.
It's a problem.
It has nothing to do with race. It just so happens that a Mexican cartel is kicking some serious ass in that fucking field. And of course, you don't want to be legal. You know, you don't
Be
want to be
stamped.
detected.
You gotta
Right.
get some numbers, on you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the most.
I don't know.
I don't
it's
think
crazy.
he might say some racist shit probably
But
on
see,
his own time. I
you
don't
know,
know.
but Alan, if you like Trump or you're a little bit pro Trump, you're racist.
Yeah, I know. Or
Brandon
you're a
Jenkins, you're
nationalist.
racist.
Right.
Yeah, we're all racist now. But yeah, fuck
You know,
all
people
that.
get in fist fights over this.
Yes, they do.
You know how
Fucking
silly that is. People's
people,
like,
uh,
you
have-
voted for Trump, well, you fucking fascist. Well,
I
I'm gonna
bet
beat
if
you
we
up.
look up divorce rate over politics in the last year and a half, I bet it's pretty high. That was my beer belly is hanging out.
Oh
of my
man, I
Dare
wish you guys
t-shirt.
could see that. Yeah, Alan's got his shirt up, pouring a beer into his belly button right now.
It didn't go in. I had to put it on the other side.
Oh my god. Okay, what we got, Brandon? What else?
All right.
What else?
Yeah. Going back to the eclipse, kind of like what we talked about earlier. Amazon issues refunds
For those glasses?
unverified eclipse glasses.
Yeah.
Again, how the fuck are you supposed to verify them ahead of time?
I know.
Exactly.
Okay,
How do
yeah.
you simulate
Okay.
a solar eclipse?
Oh, there it is. Yeah, in the lab. You know, just
Hey,
like.
Dale, go out there, stare at the sun, and then close your eyes real fast for about maybe a couple minutes.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, coming up here in a little bit. Right now we're watching SummerSlam, and we're going to interrupt this because
Yeah, because we got a Bray Wyatt and
Finn
fucking
Balor
Finn
match
Balor
that is
going
going
on
to be
together.
off the fucking chain. I need to get some nicotine in my blood.
Yeah, we're just going to take a small break. Brandon Jenkins, podcast, 1220 Productions.
Fuck yeah, homies.
And we're here back with the 1220 podcast. Man, yeah, reading headlines from Fox News and CNN always kind of...
It almost doesn't even. It does its own joke. It's the whole
Yeah,
thing.
you can't even make it up.
You can't even add it. Or
You can't even
take away.
Seinfeld that stuff.
No.
I mean, a little later on in the podcast, we'll be talking about SummerSlam, but I think Brandon was reading the results before.
I don't think. Well, I mean, it's hard not to, because there could be a delay on that because we paused in between matches to smoke and stuff. But
I will say I only saw one outcome ahead of time.
Okay, good. At least you admit to one of them.
yeah, it's
So
fine.
which outcome did you?
The Raw tag titles.
Oh, okay.
All right,
That's
okay,
the
fair.
only one I saw ahead of time.
Yeah. That's how we knew about that clothesline spot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
See, this man,
Yeah.
this Brandon Jenkins over here. Yeah, it's kind of moving on with the today.
Box office
Yeah, today is Sunday. Technically the box office is
matinee.
as far as grosses go, it's kind of closed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Based off weekend box office
Yeah.
grosses. Let's go ahead and read off. I'm going to read off the top 10. Brendan, I'm going to read off each one. I want you to tell me if you know if these films exist or if you know anything about them. Okay?
Got you.
Okay, number one in the box office with 21.6 million is A Hitman's Bodyguard.
Ryan Reynolds and Sam Jackson.
Yes.
Very good duo.
Yes. I do enjoy Ryan Reynolds most
And
of the time.
Sam Jackson.
Both of those guys got terrible reviews, but I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I would be entertained by
Like
watching.
Oh,
we was
yeah.
talking, we was talking about earlier. Like he's talking about Mass Effect Andromeda got terrible reviews across the board. Unless you play the game, you're like, damn, this is not as bad as people say it is.
Yeah, the review area of all entertainment fields seem to be more crucial than the performance or the creation of the item itself.
Yep.
And in which case, when opinion, I really think there's only so many people in your lifetime that you value their opinion. 9 times out of 10, strangers are trying to make their case that their opinion matters, but at the end of the day, it doesn't. I mean, it's just one guy's opinion. But, if you're entertained by it, they've done its job. And I've been entertained by movies that are absolutely horrible. I'm willing to admit that. They're terrible, but they're fun to watch.
See,
watch it.
it makes begs the question like. If it's such a bad movie that you get entertainment out of it, how bad is the film?
How
Yeah.
bad is it really? Absolutely.
Because I love cheesy films. As this like terrible.
Yeah.
It's so bad it's good.
Yeah.
Kind of situation.
There's always that situation, like Sharknado or something.
Number 2, Brandon Jenkins, Annabelle Creation. It grossed $15 million.
It's a sequel to a horror movie. I do know that.
Yes. Annabelle is part of the Conjuring.
Yes, they already had one Annabelle movie come out a couple years ago.
The second Conjuring film is really good.
See, I like the first one. You
need to see the second one because it might be I think it's better than the first one. I think. Yeah. Because it did. Because a lot of this is based off the Warrens, right? The paranormal duo. Most of that stuff, it's got documentation and videotape and stuff. The real story behind those things are more interesting. But what they did in the movies, they made it very entertaining and fun to watch. And the second one is fantastic. But I don't know about doing the doll thing like separately, because that's based off an actual item that it was in the Warrens' house. They owned that doll, and I think they tried to sell it at an auction or something. But I don't know.
So, Brendan, have you seen the Conjuring films?
No.
Check them out. And then check out the stories behind it.
It's been a long time since I've watched a horror movie.
They're not good, generally.
I want to say no joke, the last one I watched was the first Paranormal Activity.
Oh, damn, that was a long time
A
ago.
long time ago.
Okay.
Whoa.
Well,
basically, like, rich people have security cameras.
that's basically all that it boils down
Yeah,
to.
yeah. Why would you still stay in that house?
I remember people telling me, "No, it's real, dude." I was like, "Yeah, if it's real, it wouldn't be in a movie. I think it would have been in court. There's laws against that, the stuff that happened in that film." But yeah, I mean, horror films and comedies are two the hardest genres to get people interested in because it's hard to scare people and it's hard to make people laugh.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3, we have Logan Lucky. It made $8 million. Brendan, do you know anything about Logan Lucky?
This, I believe, is the movie that Channing Tatum was in when he's been in Kentucky the last little bit.
Yeah, with hanging out with the state troopers and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm not sure. Is it based off a true story?
See, I don't know. I know it's a heist movie based off a race. Like they're trying to rob something during a car race.
Like it's a mad world. The premise of that movie was a bunch of comedians get together because there's a bunch of money buried in a.
I know it's
they
a
get in a car race.
Sonnenberg movie, which the same guy directed the Ocean's 12, Ocean 11, and apparently it's a really good fucking movie.
It's got a really big cast too.
Yeah, it's got everybody in it.
So there's budget.
Fucking Daniel Craig,
Channing Tatum,
Channing
Adam
Tatum.
Driver.
Yep, Kylo Ren. Sorry, yeah, I think he said his name wrong. It's Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of high profile people in there. I can't know off at the moment, but yeah, it's like a Southern heist film.
Okay, I can get down with that.
Okay, number 4, we got Dunkirk. Yeah, it made $6.7 million.
See, that's another one that I've seen crappy reviews on. But we've gotten to the point where, like, a lot of the crappy reviews were knocking it because it was a war movie that didn't have a whole lot of big battles.
Oh, right. Okay.
Not everything about war was the battles, as long as it tells the story.
Yeah.
But see, what I heard on the flip side of that, it didn't have black people in it.
Oh.
That's what I got knocked for. But it's a World War II drama with, European/American people. And, Christopher Nolan got it into a lot of heat over that. But it's not historically correct. So you think he's going to, you know what I'm saying? You think he's just going to throw like Ving Rhames in there just for no reason?
Well, at the end of the day, it's like if any of these films were actually historically correct to a T, we wouldn't watch them. It'd be bad.
It'd be boring as fuck.
It would be kind of weird.
It'd probably be kind of interesting for a little bit.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, I can't watch this.
Yeah,
this is
they can't really go too far.
Yeah, that's number 4 at the box office. Number 5, we have The Nut Job 2. They made 2 of these. Nutty by Nature. $5.1 million.
That's the best subtitle. Is that the squirrel CGI movie?
Yeah.
What do you know?
The Ice Age spinoff films.
Right.
There's
Nut
two of
job.
them,
There's
but
two
yeah,
nut
but,
jobs.
yeah, but they're still making money.
Well, yeah. I mean, come on, man. If you got kids, you know. What are we gonna see tonight, honey? Well, I don't know. I'm indifferent about these movies. Well, we got the kid. Let's take it to the animated thing. Like, but the only thing it didn't work on was Smurfs. That
Yeah,
Smurfs
with-
movie
Yeah.
bombed.
But hey, guess what? They made two of them.
How?
There was Smurf 1 and Smurf 2. Jason Lee from fucking Mallrats and
Smurf 1,
Kevin Smith
Smurf
fame
2.
is in both of them.
Yep.
I mean, like, yeah, I didn't. Alan had no idea there was even a nut job. I thought that was a DVD straight to DVD thing.
Nutty by nature.
That is pretty good. That is a pretty good. That's a fucking nice $5 million fucking gross.
It's such a suggestive subtitle.
Damn. Okay, I think we also need all of us probably. Well, here a little later on, I'm doing a top 10 here. I always do top 10s. But number 6 is the Emoji Movie with 4.3 million.
Why didn't they make the Notebook paper movie?
Yeah, actually, no. What is the when you get notes at school? Will they fold them over and you have to open it up?
Oh yeah, and it's like
It's like or the fucking what
the fold
Brennan,
out thing.
yeah, Brennan. Yeah, what is the
I don't remember what it's
Smash?
called. Yeah.
something
Yeah,
like
the-
that.
Right.
What about the number 2 pencil epic trilogy? We need to get on board with other dead techs
Okay, Sony
in
done
technology
good.
movies.
Sony done good with Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Right.
Because they made their bank. They made money back. But how are you going to turn around and release an Emoji Movie?
Because some asshole came to the boarding room and said, "What's something people like? Their phones. What we gonna do with that? We already did a Steve Jobs movie. What we gonna do? See, is emoji funny? It's chocolate yogurt."
So basically, for what I understand, the premise of the movie is, I do express myself a lot through emojis when it's in text messages.
It's funny, but it's not
Yeah.
like man.
Yeah, but see, that's the whole premise of the movie. Is like we are important because we are the future. Like people's only going to use emojis to express themselves.
It's like it's hieroglyphs or
What the
glyphs.
fuck though?
It's like, are we stepping back 100,000 years back to the times where, like the Egyptians had to scribe things on their wall, like
So,
snake, rising sun, goat. Is that what's going to happen?
poop emoji.
No.
So, it begs the question, Brendan. What emoji would you describe yourself as?
That's a good one. I don't. Let me look. Let me pick one. I don't know. I mean, some days I'm this cool dude with the sunglasses on.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, hey man, you like that cheese? I knew you would. Sunglasses, man.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going with the sunglasses, dude.
Yeah, because he's got some business going on. Alan, what emoji would you describe yourself as?
What's that one? There's some that on our phones they all have that kind of that blurpy look. I'm trying to remember what it is. It's something dumpy.
Okay, but
I don't really have a specific emoji I know of.
I think
I would say the shit one because I'm in command. It doesn't relate to poop.
I think my emoji would probably be the gas one. It goes like you can bring your mouth back and it has like a little bit of like dust come out of it, like
right.
That's probably my favorite emoji because I use that to describe food, like it was delicious.
Why don't they make a movie about what is it, semicolon, right parentheses? The old school smiley face man, or the boobs one. What is the left parentheses, 0, right parentheses? Repeat.
Okay, at number 7, we're still Spider-Man: Homecoming is number 7
They're
with
making bank.
4.25 million.
That's impressive.
That's still going on.
Could you
How,
imagine
that
making
movie's always
millions
been
of
out for a
dollars?
month, right? The whole month of this year it's been out.
Dang.
Still making mad bank.
Total gross is up to $314 million.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, made their money back.
Jesus. I will watch that movie from Redbox because I vowed not to give comic movies more than $1. / Star Wars films, always give them $1 when they come out. Always we'll rent the film. I'm not going to go pay to see it in theaters.
Just so burnt out on stuff.
Yeah, Michael Keaton. We can talk about this the first podcast.
Yeah.
I just love that.
Michael Keaton.
Number 8, we have Girls Trip, which made $3.8 million.
What is that?
I'm assuming it's a girls' trip.
It is a African American female comedy.
Oh, yes.
I know you just did.
I guess I just did.
One of those.
You wearing that out? I thought you was trying to attract a man. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, we've got Jada Pinkett Smith, Queen Latifah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who these other people are, but they're
Oh.
African American.
Oh,
Yeah, I think I remember seeing a trailer for it. Like, one of them's been out of the game for so long, she's basically a virgin, and she wants to go out and party with all these peeps. And she ends up finding a dude, and they have, like, awkward sex and stuff.
So,
It's situational comedies, man.
yeah, I mean, it's sad because actual black women would probably be like, yeah, that was a meme 25 years ago. This must be for that, let's see, what would be I don't know, white people? White people
Yeah.
would be the target audience for that. So,
Okay, number 9. This is something.
it's ridiculous.
Something I want to talk about because it's kind of close to me as a person. The Dark Tower. It grossed $3.7 million. I was so hyped for this when it was announced. When I had surgery on my back, like Sarah got me Entertainment Weekly with Matthew McConaughey and
Yeah.
Idris Elba on it. I was like, yeah, because I read the books. I was like, this is gonna be awesome. Then, you start seeing trailers, and you're like, oh my god, what?
Something went wrong.
And also, you figure out that the movie's only 90 minutes long, and it's rated PG-13, and they try to condense the whole Dark Tower series into one movie.
Can't do that.
We're talking about that's like trying to condense all the Lord of the Rings
Into
movies
one film.
into the Fellowship. It's
Right.
like it doesn't make any fucking sense.
You can't do that. Yep.
So, haven't seen it. I told everybody he's going to see it, when it came out. Then, the reviews started popping up online, and apparently it has everything to do with when, spoiler alert, when Roland gets the horn, and he has to go through his whole journey again, like a reset.
Oh, you're talking about the loop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he has to do it again. So, your target audience doesn't know what the fuck is going on because they don't know. If they haven't read The Dark Tower, they wouldn't know what the horn was about. And B, if you're a hardcore fan, you're like, what the fuck? This is not what I signed up for. I
Right.
wanted to see a Dark Tower movie,
Right.
not some fan fiction about what would have happened if
Yeah.
Roland went around again.
I can't imagine them taking the risk. I think it's really why that ended up floundering. They spent all the money on a McConaughey vehicles, the way I saw it.
But Brendan, have you seen the It trailers?
Yes.
that
Looks
should
pretty
be
good,
I'm-
dude.
I'm,
Looks
so
solid.
far, I'm impressed. Like, I think they might do this.
So
one right.
what do you know about it as a whole?
I'm always kind of like the approach you take with the superheroes and the Star Wars movies like this. I won't go see in theaters. I'll wait for them to come out just because I get nervous when they remake classics
Gotcha.
because
should-
you
yeah.
have to do it justice. If you're going to
Yep.
do it, you have to do it justice.
Yeah, and the thing is, with it, what I noticed, they did touch base with stuff that was in the book that I didn't. Well, it's been a while actually since I've seen the Tim Curry yet, so I need to get
But Tim
rebrushed
Curry's
up.
a genius.
And he was
Yeah.
fucking great as Pennywise.
As campy and as like low budget as that was effective though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
People scared shitless of that movie.
You know what I'm saying? We all flew down here. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
But after reading the book last year, also with the audiobook, that book is probably the most fucked up thing I've ever experienced.
It's a really strange and hard to read book. Not because it's not written well.
Because it's like apparently what they're planning is they're doing the kids first and the adults later, kind of like the book.
Yeah.
Because something just so bad and so shitty happened that the adults still remember it and they still have to experience
They
it.
deal with it in their adulthood. Yeah.
Yeah, so I looked at that story arc with that.
Yeah.
I do appreciate that. But yeah, Dark Tower, disappointing. Haven't seen it, but I'm sure I'll be disappointed. But see, I like Matthew McConaughey though.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I love that guy.
I'm okay with Matthew McConaughey.
And Idris Elba's fucking badass too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how bad could it
Yeah.
really be?
You never know.
Is it a fucking Mass Effect Andromeda fucking situation where
The critics
you
is
got bad
shitting on it?
reviews but it's actually pretty good?
And that's the thing. Like, there's even if it has bad reviews, I've loved pretty much everything Idris Elba's done, so I'll probably watch it anyway.
Makes sense. Yeah, I think you have to just trust your own instinct.
So it's still in theaters apparently. So if I can catch it, I bet you it's going to be still in the drive-in for a while. Because they always get the second print of everything.
Right.
I don't know. None of my Dark Tower friends have seen it in theaters. If that tells you anything.
Right.
So that's kind of a
Right.
it's a big
Well,
red flag.
You never know. You
I
just,
don't know. But as far as films I'm looking forward to in the future, I can't name you one. I can't tell you one right now.
Well, I'm looking forward to the Monster Universe thing.
Yeah, I know the Godzilla film's coming out, but I don't give a fuck about American Godzilla. Just like it not at all.
Well, I'm just hoping that because the second one's
have you
supposed to be.
seen have you seen Kong Skull
Yes.
Island?
Yes.
Dude.
Yeah,
Isn't it-
that was good.
Yeah, John
That's
C.
what-
Reilly, dude, and like bright.
That's what got me hyped for it.
Oh,
That-
yeah.
That's what got me hyped for it at the end of that film. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, Mothra.
And that was some stuff. It is impossible to avoid spoilers.
Yeah.
That was the best part because I had no idea
Me neither.
that stuff was in the end credits.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what happened to me the first time I watched it when I downloaded it. I mean, when I streamed it
Legally.
legally.
Legal. Completely legal.
I was reading because there's a website dedicated to should I go pee or not? I think that's what it's called.
Really?
Say if you're in theaters, this is the time for you to go pee. If you're not going to miss anything. I went to there and they had the end credits
awesome.
thing, and remember
Yeah.
me and your mom watched it and we all had a good time, and I watched it again with Sarah and she had a good time. So it's a great fucking movie.
Yeah, it's good.
And that guy is trying to make a Metal Gear Solid movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, I don't know if he. See, I'm kind of
If he
for
can
that
do
kind of.
that-
Only if David Hayter
Plays
plays
Snake.
Solid Snake.
Dude, that'd be dope.
and they have to
wouldn't it?
base it off the Metal Gear Solid.
The
Only.
actual.
Yeah, the
original.
PlayStation 1 game. They have to base it off that. I'm down. Because that's such. That game is basically a movie.
It is a movie. But
And
it was
PlayStation
done
graphics.
it was balanced so well, though. You played a lot. Just
Yeah.
as much as you watched the gameplay,
Yeah. I guess we're going to take a small break. When we come back, we'll be talking with Brandon Jenkins about sports
And Oliver the cat
and Oliver the cat.
will be here.
So I was talking with a couple of fellows that live in my apartment building, and they were talking about how the what is the guy's name that won the Heisman from Louisville?
Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and they didn't put anything up in Louisville or celebrated his
Why?
You think? Yeah. See why? That's what everyone's trying to say. What happened there?
Is it because politics, perhaps?
Well, I do remember that they lost 2 games after that. They lost to Kentucky and some fucking no-name team after.
Is it because
won the
they didn't
Heisman.
get the- Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
I thought it was kind of strange. Transition into sports here.
Sports.
As far as like my favorite, my favorite sport of the summer is basketball.
Right. Yeah. We talked about that.
Let's talk about that a lot. Brandon, what do you think about the NBA trades over the summer?
Anything that stood out?
But it's just weird to me how we've gotten to this kind of era of super teams. Everything's about these super teams.
Yeah, like that's gonna fix
It
the
like
franchise.
it's still like I'm cool with it, and I think it'll be good. But it still blows my mind that Paul George goes to Oklahoma City
Yeah.
with the possibility of Westbrook leaving after this year.
Oh.
Oh damn.
Even though Westbrook done the impossible,
Yeah.
Triple double.
and Oscar Robertson was like,
Yeah.
this is the guy who's going to do it, and he brought the record, triple doubles all time.
I really feel like the NBA, much like all these institutions, of course, are concerned more so about money and these draws and these certain markets, I guess. And if anything, the New York Knicks have taught us, you put all these people on the team, but they don't mean shit. You got to be able to wrangle that ego.
But you know what though? Name one Eastern team besides the Chicago Bulls and the Cavaliers that won the NBA championship.
Can't.
Modern day era, you name it, besides the Pistons. So there's 3. Okay.
Celtics. No,
Well-
that's early. Never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm talking about modern day.
Oh,
like
no,
I'm talking
the-
like like I don't know what.
The last 20 years, I can't really tell you.
Well, it's
I
yeah.
don't know.
And it's also amazing how you get some of these teams that just kind of imploded, like everything that's going on with Cleveland.
Yes.
Who saw that coming?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about that. I always told Alan, that when LeBron left, to go to Miami, they were building a team around Kyrie.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now that LeBron's back, they've been in the playoffs a couple times.
Yep.
They won
Yep.
one time. It's kind of weird. See, I understand why Kyrie doesn't want to be known as the guy who played with LeBron to win a championship. I kind of
Right.
understand that.
Right.
But you think if he was that good, don't you think he would have won a championship by himself?
Right.
I mean, I don't know.
Well,
me-
yeah.
I think it's weird because I wonder if he's wanting out because he thinks LeBron is going to leave. Because they made the point of him not wanting to be LeBron's sidekick, but at the same time, all these guys that LeBron's played with, Kyrie, regular season and playoffs, averages more points, had more possessions, more everything than anybody he's played with, more than D Wade or Chris Bosh had in Miami.
Right.
Right.
Well, once you go
Yeah.
back to the Golden State Cavaliers championship game, okay, everyone talks about the big block that LeBron had,
Yeah.
but let's talk about that 3-pointer that
Kyrie
The
made.
one-
Kyrie hit. Yeah, that's basically won the game for
Yeah.
everybody, right?
Yeah.
So it makes you think which one's more important.
Well, I think they make a good duo. I think they work fantastic together, and I think that's what's important. Because at the end of the day,
As
The
Alan's
problem-
favorite quote, at the end of the day. That's
when
Alan's.
everything's said and done and the dust is settled, this is a team sport. And no matter, and this is ironic with the super team stuff, you're not seeing a super team. You're just seeing like a failed all-star lineup.
But
Yeah.
see, okay, how
It
many
never
times
works out that well.
I mean, besides the Chicago Bulls of the '90s / late '80s,
Yeah.
when was the first time we ever heard of a super team in the East?
In the
Like,
East,
honestly,
yeah,
honest to
Chicago
God.
was it.
Only thing I grew up with super teams from the West.
Yeah.
Always
Lakers.
the Lakers.
Yep.
Always. Now, in the past 5 years or 4 years, Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
And no matter how you try to tell me, Brandon Jenkins, I'm going to ask you this. Can you give me a rebuttal for Kevin Durant going to the Golden State Warriors? Can you tell me that was a good idea after that team beat your ass, even though you was up 3-0?
I will say this. It was, in my opinion, way worse than when LeBron left Cleveland for Miami.
Okay, I agree.
I agree with that.
Absolutely.
But on the flip side, I will also say this. Anywhere LeBron has ever went or will ever go, he is always going to have a max contract. Always.
That's true. So the money's
Durant took a pay cut to stay with Golden State so that they could re-sign some key pieces and keep the team intact.
there. All right.
Yeah, see, also, when Durant did get signed, they did get rid of a lot of role players that were pretty key, though.
Barbosa.
Well, no, he was, Barbosa's already gone.
Who was it?
Iguodala.
Well, it was.
Was it
no,
Iguodala?
No, it was Harrison Barnes.
Oh,
But
yeah.
he went to Dallas and did jack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I hated that Durant made the move because
Yeah.
it's like you said, like y'all were up 3-1 on Golden State, like you had them done.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I also like the fact that he took the pay cut this past year so that they could keep Iguodala and
Everybody.
and Livingston
But
and some
see-
of these other guys.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing.
I
If
understand that.
if Kevin Durant did not win a championship with the Warriors this past year, if that was the only thing he could do
Right.
was win a championship to justify him leaving.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
to me, I've always been a cheerleader for Kevin Durant because I remember when he was on the Supersonics,
Yep.
and on up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
He
he's
has
a
the
clutch
best-
shooter.
He's
you
one of
know.
the best shooters. in the
Also,
game.
he has a Larry Bird like release.
Arch. It's
yeah,
the
to
best
his shot.
arch in the NBA. I've never seen a shot that perfect.
So I just really wish he would have done it on his own terms. It's kind of like LeBron when he went to Miami. Like Dwayne Wade's already had one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So maybe
Stephen Curry already had one. So
Right.
why rubber dick somewhere else?
Right.
You don't need to rub it.
And not only that, but I can understand LeBron leaving to an extent because there was nobody else on that team. Like the Cleveland team that he took to the finals should have never played for a
Garbage.
championship.
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
So when he left Cleveland, he was going into a situation to give himself to get a championship.
Yeah.
Durant had Westbrook, who just averaged a triple-double
Yep.
for the first time in 45 years or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So Oklahoma City's a more appealing destination, and he had pieces there that they could have added a couple people and maybe won a championship in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
So maybe
yeah.
the conflict with basketball is it's
But
a
see,
game.
also with Miami, like Pat Riley was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
LeBron,
Yeah.
come down here."
Right. Check it out. I can.
Also, we
Yeah.
have Chris Bosh and Ray Allen can shoot the lights out.
Yeah.
He just won a championship with the Celtics, which
Oh,
hadn't
yeah.
won a championship in 20 years.
Right.
But Kevin Garnett got one.
Mhm.
Go ahead, Alan. Sorry.
No, what I'm saying, the conflict with basketball is it's played at best as a team sport, but it's about individual achievement.
Yep.
And I think maybe that's all sports, but it's just LeBron had his own personal agenda in mind, and sometimes that does hinder a franchise, and that's why he's like, fuck it, and also it's about money, man. Like, also, because this is a very taxing sport. It's rough. Like, football's rough. Pro wrestling's rough. MMA's rough. The money, you're going to take the money just so you can deal with it, because those days are gone. But at the same time, you see a team like the Spurs. The Spurs is interesting to me, and so is the Celtics also, because these are teams that are team players.
But okay, let's
That
talk
win
about it.
at
Brandon,
teams.
what do you think about fucking Isaiah Thomas's sister dying right before the fucking playoffs
finals.
started?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was unusual.
It's weird.
It's very weird.
And and he still played.
Yep.
And the press still beat him up when he sucked.
Yeah,
Yep.
but see, also, they're playing against a Dwayne Wade, Jimmy Bucket's team too. you
Yeah.
know?
That
And
was
Jimmy Buckets is on the Timberwolves now. with Karl Anthony Towns and Thibodeau.
The Timberwolves are legit.
It sounds like
This year they're 100% this year legit.
They're going to be
now.
serious.
Yeah.
This season.
But at the same time, that's not going to matter because they're not a Western team.
That's the problem.
That's
the big
why
problem.
the NBA needs to get their shit together and
Balance
balance
the
out the
conference.
conferences.
Balance it out to where if you got a major super team like say the Golden State Warriors or whatever, you need a super team in the East. You need more than super teams. You just need a very balanced. And of course, like I said before, at the end of the day, unfortunately, it does boil down.
That's Alan's catchphrase.
It is
Go
today. At the conclusion, it does boil down to ticket sales and merchandise, and the two biggest states are California and Texas. Those are the two biggest.
But see,
states.
Alan, we're like Kentucky is in the Eastern situation.
I know, but
And you know what makes more money than anything in the Eastern besides the NBA teams? Kentucky basketball.
Yeah, and Kentucky, of course, is the super team. It makes up for every.
No, it always seems that way.
It does.
But always seems like Duke always has a better team
Yeah.
than us, or it always seems like maybe shit. Here recently, kind of the I don't know, some off teams that kind of are better than us. Or North
Gonzaga.
Carolina always has a better team than we do.
yeah, it's a.
After watching this year's Elite Eight and the Final Four stuff, God dang it.
Yeah, I know.
See, we're coming off a big loss, Brandon Jenkins. I watched that North Carolina game with Alan. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, he left that dude. Like Ollie, the cat here, could have hit that jump shot wide open.
Yep.
I've seen him do it.
And that was a dagger. You know, Kentucky's been in more dagger games than any other fucking college team in history.
Clutch. Yeah. I mean, clutch and domination. When they dominated UCLA,
Dude, see, that was something I didn't see coming.
shooting NBA threes
Oh,
the
yeah.
entire damn. Oh, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
That was so satisfying to watch.
Darren Fox is like, what? What's this ball guy?
Bib.
I have a ball in my hand. Oh, I score?
Hawkins. Oh, that was fantastic. That was some of the best shooting they did all season.
It's funny to me how you always anymore see these revenge games.
Yeah, grudge
Like
matches.
more and more you see them. Like the 2015 team when we go in 38-0. Of course, it works out to where we play Wisconsin, who we just beat out the year before and probably shouldn't have.
Right.
Right.
And then fast track to this year, we beat UCLA to advance, who beat us earlier in the year, and then get beat by North Carolina
On
who
our
we had
home
beaten
court,
earlier in
by
the
the
year.
way.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah. Didn't we? Yeah, we did beat North Carolina.
Yep.
That's what like the second game we played in the season.
yeah, that was the game that Monk dropped like 800 points.
See, I'm still, dude. You know what? I'm a big fan of Malik Monk
Yeah.
because Alan, Brandon, you watched that game.
Yep.
Who kept us in there?
Monk did.
Who made it a game? Malik Monk. He didn't do shit the whole game, but he made threes where it fucking made
Yeah.
it would have made
He
sense.
put it in to where he could. Yeah.
And even the tournament game, I mean, he made what 2 or 3 threes right there in the last minute that
Yeah.
even gave us a chance to be in it.
The dynamic of that team was strange, and because it would
It
go.
was a lot
off
better
and
than
on.
last year's, man.
Well,
Oh, the year
absolutely.
before, yeah.
It was strange. It would go so off and on, and when it was on though, it was like whoa.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
yeah, Bam always had jelly or KY, or like fucking
He
KY
could not hold
jelly
the ball.
in his hands.
Just don't give him a pass. Don't pass him.
Oh, I'll dribble it once. It's gonna go somewhere
because
else.
he was sweating like crazy. Like that's probably what he could not hold a basketball to save
No,
his
he
life.
couldn't. And that's a weird thing if you're playing basketball.
You got to hold the ball. It's key. you know.
But Brandon, can you pull up who's the projected seeds of college basketball right now?
Shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can you read those up, please? Read them up.
Yeah, it's
College basketball is always going to be a fascination to me. I can be 96 years old and be like, you know what? pro wrestling and college basketball. I'm with you. I'm always going to be watching.
The thing is with college ball is every year it does become more corporate oriented, I guess. The players don't get, salaries or nothing.
But who would have thought that Gonzaga and North Carolina, that was going to be the big game?
Well, Gonzaga was killing it.
Oh, dude, they were technically the best team. And I think North Carolina kind of stole it because they kind of stole it from us. So.
Oh, well, yeah, the officiating of that fucking
Yeah, that will go
bullshit.
down in history.
And, yeah, it's pretty weird how they got mainstream
I'm
attention.
sure Duke's number one. Brandon.
Oh, dude, this website is whack.
What? What are they saying?
That I pulled up standings, and it's showing like the individual conference standings.
Oh, okay.
It's not even showing me like overall.
Maybe they haven't pulled it together yet. It's
I
going
know
to
it's
start
kind
in
of early,
October, right?
but yeah, it's not that far away. It's only 2
It's
months.
really not. Yeah.
Alan,
Yeah,
2 months
the
away.
NBA starts in October too.
Yeah.
Late October, preseason or whatever. But I really think the NBA
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Won't do as well.
All right, this is the bracketology if the tournament were to start right now.
Okay.
We've got Duke as a 1 seed,
Yeah.
Kentucky as a 1 seed,
Okay.
Arizona, and Kansas,
That seems about standard.
with Duke as the number 1 overall.
See, it's one of those things. It's like I could have said that.
Right.
You know.
I mean, it's almost interchangeable at this point, year in and year out. You've got Villanova's a 2 seed, West Virginia's a 3 seed.
Kansas.
Man, Villanova showed their true colors though. But a year before that, remember Michigan State lost in the fucking first round
That
to
was
No Name.
Weird after fucking Magic Johnson. Was
Yeah, with
there.
what's that dude's name? Valentine.
Yeah.
And they fucking screwed it. They just screwed the pooch. In the
But
first round.
there's a lot of betting in these games, man. That's the reason why the refs are in on that shit. And
Okay, Alan, do you remember when UCLA got in a tournament
yes,
based off some dude airballing?
and it was a goal.
And they call it a goaltend.
Bullshit. That's what that was. Straight up.
That was
Grade
2
A.
years ago. Yes, that was garbage.
Because even the commentators were like that wasn't the right call.
But as it stands, that's what they say is like when the referee calls it on the floor, it's what it is.
Yeah. Now they changed their tune. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The level of corruption in all sports needs to fucking level out.
Let's talk about SummerSlam now.
Okay. Pro wrestling.
Let's go back to sporting.
Sporting types. Sporting exhibition.
It was a lot better than I expected.
A lot better.
Oh, the in-ring product was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, sure. It opened up
It's
with
a big improvement.
Opened up with John Cena and Corbin. I'm talking about main card, not
Yeah.
pre-show stuff. And that was actually a pretty good match.
Yeah, it was.
They worked well together.
It really does suck that Corbin, wasted his
Cash in.
cash in. But see, Jinder Mahal just deflected that. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fall to that.
Yeah.
And Brendan, what's the rest of the matches after John Cena Corbin?
We had.
Here we go. I'm getting it pulled up.
He's going to
okay,
pull it up.
just to make
Yeah,
sure.
let's get a rundown
All
here.
right, so first match, Cena
Corbin.
beats Corbin.
Yep.
All right. Second match, Natalya beats Naomi for the SmackDown Women's title.
Okay, that's why I didn't remember it.
Yeah, that's it.
Next match was the snooze fest between Big Cass and Big Show.
Yeah, see, okay, let's talk about that. Enzo was supposed to have a cool spot because he's in the cage. It's suspended, above the ring, and he takes his shirt off and he gets down on his undies and he gets in some Vince McMahon lube, and he slides out and he gets a big kick, and that's basically the big finish.
Yeah, they killed his heat. Or
When you would think he would jump off of the cage and do a move, he just nonchalantly climbs down and
That
gets
was
knocked out.
Yeah,
So-
he had baseball gloves on.
So here's
Yeah.
my thoughts on that. I think that the original ending for that match was something of a high spot nature. What I think had changed is what we witnessed is Enzo getting punished. As I had stated, from what I've heard, at least from the Dirt Rags, the backstage creative, the wrestlers are all fairly unhappy with Enzo, and Vince is pissed because he brung strippers to a TV taping, and they were filmed, and all this stuff. They're getting ready to they're obviously separating him and Cass.
Yep.
Cass is going to go solo because Big Show just simply can't fucking do this shit anymore. Because his heart ain't in it, and you can tell it.
Okay, Brendan, we had to separate these two because I had to take a break with the recording, and we'll be right back with the sports segment of the 1220 podcast. And we're back with the sports segment, SummerSlam edition. Big Cass.
Big
And,
guy.
Yeah, it was talking about Enzo basically getting punished.
Punished, yes. And he'll probably, if anything, he should, like Brandon was talking about, take some time off and just become a manager full time and just put other people over like in NXT and other lesser situations. But if he keeps, he definitely needs to, if he's going to piss Vince off, and the backstage people that don't know how to handle him. So,
how realistic is that, though?
I don't know. But I'm just saying, this is based off what I was reading the last couple days. Dave Meltzer actually was the guy that buried Enzo. And he also,
Who would?
Yeah, I know.
He's a dirt sheet guy.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. Cass, Big Show's heart's not in it, so I think they need another huge, 7-footer to take that place, I guess.
Big Show's about done.
He has to be.
How's he still wrestling?
I don't know.
And how does Mark Henry retire in a house show?
I don't know.
Don't you think you would at least put it on a
Raw
or something?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he wanted.
Guess so.
See, that's kind of crazy to me, man.
Maybe, just needs to, he was in a rush to get back to the new whatever persona or whatever he's trying to.
That match was supposed to have a high spot with Enzo.
Enzo coming off the cage.
Yeah, that was garbage. Brendan, go ahead. What's the rest?
The next match, which wasn't much of a match, was Randy Orton beating Rusev.
Yeah.
Because it started fast because Rusev interrupted the intro.
Yep.
I remember, Alan and I went out to
Yes.
vape/smoke or smoke, whatever. And if we did, we would miss the match. But let's talk about that bump, though.
Maybe the nastiest RKO of all time.
Whoa.
Rusev went,
I mean, maybe the only one that could possibly top it is when he caught Evan Bourne in the middle of the shooting star press and did it.
Oh, shit.
That's pretty badass.
But, I mean, that was...
What? I can just see that in my head, and that's what the fuck?
And it was, to me, it almost looked like a couple of the bumps that Orton took were a little harder than he expected, and it seemed like when he did the RKO, he pulled down with
like a
little bit more-
receipt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, if anything, both those wrestlers were probably frustrated with the fact that was their pay-per-view spot.
Oh, yeah.
So
Much like how...
But at the same time, I guess both of those guys kind of came in there thinking...
Got a quick paycheck, though.
they're like, well, we got a quick finish. Vince still thinks that the out of nowhere RKOs is still a popular meme.
Yep.
So he thought it would still be good for that to happen.
It worked. But, I mean... But as far as, like, paying your money to see top talent wrestle, I would be disappointed. Because it didn't get anybody over anymore. The RKO got over.
Yeah,
But-
I guess.
But as far as Rusev and stuff, I feel like that was a match that was tacked on just to fill time.
Well, that, and I also think it went down how it did because you had to have something to wake the crowd back up after the Big Cass and Big Show match.
Snooze fest.
So you wake
Yeah.
the crowd up with the pre-match attack, and then the quick surprise finish.
Yeah, that makes sense. You had to wake the crowd up because that cast show match was terrible. It was the worst. I don't know what happened in Divas match, so I can't really say.
Well, and that's the thing. Like you wake the crowd back up with the Orton and Rusev, and then the very next match, Sasha Banks beats Alexa in the Raw Women's match. So then
Makes
the crowd's
sense.
kind of back down. But then we've got Demon Balor beating Bray Wyatt.
That was a great match, of course.
Pretty good.
A nice contrast personalities. Two.
It wasn't super spot heavy. It was just a match.
Yeah,
Right.
it worked well because you can tell that there's going to be more of that. I think they're going to run that program again, or they'll work together.
Well, that and it was. I think this match was more of kind of what you had said earlier, Casey. It was just whoever was going to be creepier.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It was each one of them trying to creep the other one out, pretty much.
yeah, it was a creep out fest. Yeah, and they both are. It's phenomenal that's what I was impressed by. But looking at the card, it's like, all right, that's happening.
Yeah.
It should happen. Like Bray Wyatt and Undertaker. Like Bray Wyatt probably should have retired the Undertaker kayfabe or whatever, But yeah, that good talent. They worked well together, and they should work well together in the future if things work out.
I highly doubt that was the end of it.
No, we're going to see more of that,
Oh yeah.
and it's going to get progressively weirder
Yep.
for both of them.
You would hope.
You would hope. I'm sure that if they're smart, they just don't tell anybody anything of what they're going to do. That's the best way to handle it, because if you run it by anybody, so Vince, I'm thinking about, no. It's bad for business.
So, what is next, Brendan?
Next, we have the Shield reunion of Ambrose and Rollins beating Sheamus and Cesaro for the Raw tag titles.
That was actually a good match, too.
See, those are two back-to-back matches.
There was a lot of good double team spots in that. Good work from both. The crowd was into it.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, clever spots. They seemed like they were anxious to do it and to work it. So, yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about it.
I still think that Ambrose is the weakest part of the Shield when it existed all together.
When they first split up, he got over for a while.
Yeah.
But I think he had kind of hit that lull where he wasn't really getting over as a babyface, and they didn't want to turn him heel, so you stick him back with Rollins.
And it's hard to be called a lunatic fringe.
And also,
Yeah.
yeah. And, I do enjoy the double arm DDT as a finisher.
Yeah, the
always.
deeds. Yeah.
That's one they want. That's what they won with tonight,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, it was a lot of good spots.
But, and, I mean, classic Vince, it also seems like his momentum died whenever it came out that him and, what's her name? Renee Young had gotten married.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because that's always, for whatever reason, been a big no-no with Vince, is we can have the storyline of my daughter and Triple H getting married, but nobody else can do it.
Exactly.
That's kind of weird.
It is weird how that works
So
out.
Dean Ambrose married his daughter.
Because you gotta think, you
Not really, but,
you get this huge push for Rusev, and then as soon as him and Lana go public and he cuts his hair off, then
It's over.
Rusev is injured for several months.
Yeah. Convenient injuries.
Right.
See,
And then
a
someone
lot.
else gets a
But
push.
see, what, in wrestling, there's no such thing as bad publicity.
No.
The adults know that they're married, but the kids don't.
Exactly.
You think the kids are
They
on
don't pay
Twitter
attention to that
looking
Yeah.
at to see if they're really married or not? No.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a little. I don't understand.
So
it.
that's really shitty.
I don't understand
I
that.
just don't understand that at all.
They killed Bryce Push over him and JoJo.
Yeah.
Maybe, dude. I think it's a slow build. Because I think when Bray really gets his true championship reign, actually, tell the truth now, and how long did Undertaker really hold a championship for? Heavyweight championship.
Well, nobody.
Not for too long,
No.
mainly.
Yeah.
Think about his championship against, was it Sid Vicious?
WrestleMania
Sid-
8 to 9 or
Yeah.
Yeah.
It never was long. Okay, what's next, Brandon?
Next match was AJ Styles defeating Kevin Owens
That was a
with
good match.
Shane as a special guest referee.
That was solid.
That actually was the best singles.
And yeah, well, I
in-ring
kind of
work.
like the 1, 2, 3 being disputed, and that's what led
Yep.
to
That was
the ending.
there was almost too many cool spots in that thing to mention. Actually, I was shocked.
Oh, it was
That was what I expected it to be. If you're a person who watched Ring of Honor and only have in some TNA matches and you're like, oh, it's just WWE, this is gonna be stupid. You kind of got that. You kind of got what you would expect it to be. They wrestled very well together and they worked good spots. Yeah, that was in Shane
a
McMahon.
solid match. Yeah, but see, it's one of those things, Alan. It's like, the sky's blue.
Yeah,
AJ Styles in a good match is like, sky's blue.
yeah.
well,
And AJ's really good at it.
and like we talked about earlier, both of these guys in this day and era are above the U.S. title. So
Yeah,
at the end of the day, it was a great match, but
for the U.S. title,
except for the U.S. title.
Because
which is the new
Kevin
Intercontinental
Owens.
title, I guess.
Kevin Owens was he lost the title to Goldberg.
Which is understandable at the time.
So was AJ Styles heavyweight champion or something?
Yeah, he had it for a while. I don't remember who he dropped it to.
That's crazy to think about.
But it was good, and I think they should do more together or work together.
Seems like he might have dropped it. Was he the one that dropped it to Super Cena for him to tie Flair?
You know what? Probably. I don't know. All right, moving on.
All right. Next was Jinder Mahal defeating Shinsuke Nakamura for
That,
that.
You know what?
That was a crowd killer.
Yeah, it was a crowd killer, but at the same time, I wasn't disappointed with the match per se because Super. I mean, come on, man. Basically, Jinder Mahal is Ultimate Warrior, roided out freak that can wrestle a little better than Ultimate Warrior.
Right.
But it really did suck because McNamara.
It's so over, dude.
I know.
Well, and the only thing that makes me mad is at first I hated Mahal having the title. I've kind of grown on it just because
me too.
Because he's a good heel.
Yeah.
But everybody that he's fought since he's had the title, if you look at them in a match with anybody else, whoever he fights against anybody else, they put on a better match. Like Nakamura, anybody else on the card, he's putting on a better match. Randy Orton against other people is putting on a better match.
Right. Yeah.
If Mahal was a little bit better, he would be the perfect heel champion.
So
He didn't even have to be great, just a little,
he
just
above
good
average.
enough.
Because we
Yeah.
all of us already talked about why he's champion now. Because he's on that Mr. Roids.
He's on juice, and they also have that Indian market
Right.
that they opened up for the WWE Network, and they put the strap on the biggest Indian they had.
Yep.
And
which is crazy.
but
Because
how
I've
long
never,
will it last? is my
he's a freak. He's
He's
almost
huge.
like, to tell you the truth, when I first saw him, when he got roided out,
yeah.
Scott Steiner. That's what I
Well,
first
there's some
thought.
Scott Steiner trademarks. Those veins.
Without the bias,
the weird biceps and
Yeah.
the weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
he
Mahal.
needs to tone that shit
Yep.
down.
He's Scott Steiner for the new age.
Right.
That's
well,
weird.
if he had any more mass, that's
Actually,
exactly
Big
what
Papa
it would be.
Pump. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's a difference between
Yes,
Scott Steiner
there
and
is.
Big Papa.
But
'Cause-
there's that fine line. Like, a lot of these guys are doing roids.
Yeah, we know that. Yeah.
But you've got to ride that line of to where you can hide it, to where you're just covered in pimples with veins popping out of your arm.
Okay, because I noticed the pimple on his nose.
Yeah.
Did everyone notice
Yeah.
the
Yeah, yeah,
blemish? Yeah, but before that, Alan, he had pimples everywhere. He was a
Everywhere.
pimp freak.
Actually,
Actually, sorry, Scott Steiner. He's a pimple freak. Where's my freaks at? They all have pimples on his body.
Yeah.
Jinder Mahal.
Big Papa Pimple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that he needs to tone it down and with the steroids. And I do believe the more people talk about him being roided out, you're going to see him disappear for a while, or the strap's going to come off of him.
His
Oh, yeah.
veins are gonna. His veins gonna win championship.
Because
not him.
yeah, I know. Because that shit is a little unhealthy, man. He's just going to blow himself out. and he'll die.
He's not
I-
he's not Dalzim from fucking Street Fighter.
Yeah.
You know.
I think it's all going to be numbers too. I think once the India network subscriptions get to a certain point,
Yeah.
Vince is going to be like, we can take the strap off of them and not lose a ton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's one of those things.
Right.
Okay, move on, Brandon.
Final match, the Fatal 4-Way for the Universal Championship. Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe, and Strowman.
Strowman's a superstar in this match.
Yep.
Yes, he
Hands
was.
down.
Yes, he was. And second place, because obviously you can't. Lesnar's on a different show.
Yeah, it's a whole different level.
Samoa Joe.
Oh, yeah.
But
Samoa
anyone else, fucking Roman Reigns is typically lame.
A fish out of water. Yeah, he shouldn't have been in there.
But see, what I did love was the finish, though. Like, ultimately, Lesnar did pin Roman
Reigns,
with
yeah.
F5.
Yeah.
That was dope.
That match,
Strowman did not get pinned.
Right.
yeah, which adds to a nice storyline.
It worked out well because, like we said, that the only undesirable solution would be Reigns winning.
And they knew that at
So
least.
you don't have Joe or Strowman get beat.
Right.
You have Lesnar retain with him pinning Roman, which
Yeah.
is the perfect outcome.
Yes.
Yeah. And, I mean, there was good spots. There was everything that...
Because it's not like, like you said, it's not like Lesnar could have pinned Samoa Joe again.
Because they've
And
seen that,
He
yeah.
couldn't have pinned
Well,
Strowman to make it look weak.
I think it made it more enjoyable that you got the 27 different spots of Superman punches and spears where it looked like Roman was going to win.
Yeah. And they kind of teased the audience with that.
Right.
Yeah. Roman, I will never understand it. This is another tweener fest with McMahon, Controversial
Actually, it's not
superstar.
even a tweener thing. He's ultimately booed.
He's booed all the
See,
time.
Cena took a little bit to be booed.
Well, and not only
You know what I'm
that, but even now, he still gets. I mean, it's still pretty much 50-50 on the boos and cheers. But Roman is he's not really heel, but everybody boos him.
He's 70% booze.
That
At
sounds
least.
about right.
Yeah.
And a good finish for that match. Good finish for pay-per-view. Braun Strowman.
Man, I love wrestling. Let's go ahead and say
Oh,
that
well,
one more
dude,
time.
I
I
do
love
too.
wrestling.
But I think if WWE wants to keep the ball rolling, they got to get this. They got to maximize and call on audible and just work on what fucking people like.
Yeah.
And if they keep pissing on what people like, they're going to lose subscriptions. They're going to lose viewership. So they need to fucking focus on this shit. They're losing money. They had to. No pyro, guys. All this stuff.
Yeah, that's the first time in WWE history or wrestling history. Even TNA has pyro.
Yeah.
That
know what I'm
had
saying?
to have been the first pay-per-view
SummerSlam's known for that shit.
without pyro.
For SummerSlam pay-per-view I've ever seen without
Yeah.
pyro.
It's a major pay-per-view for them. So yeah, there's money. They're losing money. That's what the point is. And now they're quickly trying to do some patchwork. They got to fucking work. They know what they know. They know. Someone in creative knows. Someone in the fucking office that does the faxes and emails knows exactly what they need to do. So they need to do something. They need to work it out with their investors. They need to do something because they can make an entertaining product and keep it consistent. They just have to listen. Roman Reigns is not a guy we want as a face champion. Cena even knows this crap, but he opened
Kids
up
really don't want. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Children don't want Roman Reigns because they're already bored of that already. Because Roman Reigns, this is what Ultimate Warrior gets soured on because kids stopped caring about him.
Yeah.
I think with Roman Reigns, they already got soured with
It was
the
already
punch.
blown out.
Yep.
I think his move to that position was too early in the first place. I think he needed more time to develop before he get into that position.
That and the shitty finishers.
Yeah, the
I mean,
Superman
you
punch.
look like Lesnar hit him with one F5.
So
Game over. He did
90
7,
fucking
8,
super
9
punches?
Superman punches.
And it's a move that even I'm sure even he has to understand. It's just goofy.
Like, I can understand the spot of having to hit Strowman with more than one, because you're building that character of Strowman being almost superhuman.
Yeah.
But then when he has to hit Lesnar with 3 of them, it's just
It's a little silly.
like at least go back to the power bomb. Give him
Do
the power
something,
bomb back.
yeah, because his NXT and his early career stuff, he had better moves. You know,
Because if you think about it, I mean the power bomb used to be overused, but now I mean, who's
It's
using
not
it
as
outside
much.
of Owens?
yeah,
That's about it.
True.
it's a simple
Yeah,
solution.
even then it's a pop-up power bomb. with
And
Kevin
he's on
Owens,
SmackDown.
you know?
Yeah, why not? Again, so it makes me think that there's some obvious strong arming. You're working
Oh,
this
yeah.
way,
Well,
Roman.
yeah, I think we're in that weird stage of there's plenty of guys in the back, creative, all these guys that know what they need to do to put out an entertaining product, but
Yeah,
you're kind of that point of Vince is trying to do the same shit he did 20 years ago, and
exactly.
nobody's telling him no.
So you have that. You can
'cause
see it too.
There's no one there to tell him no either.
Oh, yeah.
And Vince, once Vince keeps, if he loses another couple million, you would think he would look at it and be like, "All right, boys, let's get back to work." You know, instead of listening to these fuckers.
Yep.
Because what he's doing, like we was talking about earlier today, when you see Shawn Michaels out as Colonel Goddamn Sanders,
Okay, yeah, wow, right? That
Vince
was
is out.
insane.
Vince does not control this product anymore.
Yeah.
So even the creative don't even know who the
Alan,
boss
I don't
is.
know, man. Fandango came out as a bunny rabbit with the party group. Remember when Scooby Doo and Sin Cara or something?
Yeah, Sin
on
Cara
Raw
won
had a
the first
fucking-
one.
Yeah, had a match. So,
Yeah, the investors run this fucking thing.
but okay, that's a little far fetched. But Shawn Michaels, your favorite fuck buddy, comes out as Colonel Sanders in 2017
I mean-
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam.
Mr. WrestleMania,
Yeah,
Hall of Famer,
yeah,
argued as one of the top, maybe the top guy ever.
yeah.
Right.
He's Colonel
And
Sanders.
he opens the show as fucking Colonel Sanders.
See, I don't know if Alan, Brandon, maybe they're playing up on the Southpaw business.
If that was a plug for Southpaw, I'll forgive it.
Yeah, but I don't think it is.
I don't think
either.
it was.
I
I think
don't
it was. I think it was just like, hey, KFC, thanks for the checks.
Because it was
Sandwich
it was conveniently after they had aired the KFC commercial that had all of the wrestlers in it. You know what I mean?
Dolph Ziggler's a pretty good colonel, by the way.
Because you think about all the crap it had
And
in WCW.
Daryl Hammond, to me, or whatever, is
One of the best.
yeah, he's the best, Colonel Sanders. I guess we're going to wrap this up and take a small break. And we'll be back with the questions from everybody who sent us questions.
Oh, right.
It was talking about Oliver's dropkick of the cat. Yeah, cats sell it. I'm not going to sell it.
Well, no.
He's not as over as you think he is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, drama being the heel,
Yeah.
respectively.
Well, and I mean, he's like these old, washed-up wrestlers that can't get as high off the ground as they used to. I mean, he's still a luchador at heart, but
For people that can't see, obviously, the listeners, Oliver is a burnt orange, kind of dark orange cat. Weighs approximately, I don't know.
No, 205. It's part
he
of
wouldn't make the cut on 205 Live.
Not yet.
Yeah. He'd be in the heavyweight division on accident.
But we saw him when he was a kitten, when he was tiny. He's not
Yeah.
so tiny now. He's big.
He's full grown. And he's a good looking cat.
He's got
Other, like he always posts Facebook pictures of, from
humans
the
doing stupid stuff.
that, and it's always like his profile pictures from his shoulders up,
Yeah.
So moving on to the Q&A portion of the podcast. I'm gonna start with a few sillies that we got here. Paul Roberts asks, I'm just going to read all the way through. Ask him about what is the first time he realized he was the one, and what was it like when he first woke up from the Matrix. Brendan, what was the first time? What did it feel like when you first woke up from the Matrix?
I think I've summed this up perfectly with a line that I've said in the past. I'm the man with the master plan.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys didn't know that that's what I was meant back then.
Yeah, Brandon threw that down on an attempted rap track we tried to do while we were fairly drunk and none of us could rap. But
yeah, we was trying though.
we tried, but it opened up with Brandon being the man of the master plan, of course, to set that shit off, you know. But I guess that makes sense now. So when
Yeah, that was lit.
so
That was another epic night of recording, though.
yeah.
I think it was.
That was the night that Paul dropped the paralyzed from my pucker down.
Was that your bachelor party situation?
I don't know.
It was that during the it was like he was having a.
I don't know what that was actually.
That was at Dusty and Rick's house.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I wouldn't.
Oh, shit. Wow, that's crazy. I'm trying to put a charger to the phone, but that's a micro USB. Okay. This is for all of us.
Okay.
This is from Joshua Stewart. Okay, this is. I'm going to read this right now. Number one, how split is the politics on your Facebook feed right now? Knowing that the benefit of unfollowing is a peace of mind that you could possibly also be guilty of creating a echo chamber.
Yeah.
So basically, what he's saying is, how split is the your YouTube feed with political stuff?
Facebook feed.
Yeah, Facebook. What did I say?
Yeah.
Yeah, Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say mine's pretty much right down the middle. I'll go through every once in a while and delete people off, but I don't think it's ever gotten to the point that I've deleted somebody off based off of politics.
Yeah, I just got off Facebook. I deactivated my profile because there was outside of the political divide. I started realizing that like the mail I was getting in my email, I was being thoroughly marketed too much, I guess. But yeah, it was bad on my end, like every other thing. But luckily, I started seeing people that generally didn't have things to say about politics all of a sudden.
Oh yeah.
Up arms, and I guess it's kind of healthy for them to do that because maybe they start to understand stuff. But I just got tired of it.
Go ahead.
But see, with me though, there is so much anti-Trump stuff that was political posts. It didn't matter if they were pro-Hillary or pro-Trump.
Yeah.
I just started blocking them, dude.
I just got tired.
I started unfollowing them, so their stuff wouldn't
But
show
like he was
in my
talking about
feed.
inadvertently creating an echo chamber. Yeah, he's right. But it's because that's social media inadvertently becomes everything.
But
through the internet.
now just ignore it because it's just such a thing. But before before and after the election, it was really bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was horrible.
To be on Facebook.
And I think now it's calmed down to where you've just got those certain people that post about, for either side, whether they're pro-Trump or anti-Trump.
Or just whatever, yeah.
You've still got those people that post about it every day.
And definitely.
I think I've gotten to the point where I'll check my notifications, but I don't really scroll through Facebook as much as I used to just because you're tired of reading the same crap over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, Donald Trump sneezed, which means he's a Nazi. Obama didn't sneeze, so he's not a Nazi.
It became an extension of the mainstream media.
Basically.
Yeah.
Is what it did. And that's the reason why I got tired of it, because I was like, I'm seeing decent thinkers just now.
Yeah, pretty good people posting really dumb stuff.
Yeah, but you're all you live life. Everyone's entitled to that.
No,
Period.
you live life.
You live life, and you're gonna say and end up making mistakes. This is whatever.
But yeah, I think Facebook is. See, I don't know. Based on my feed, it's not split politically. Josh Stewart, it's basically just it's all left. It's all, Democrats.
Yeah. So it's not even really a split. It's a unanimous.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's not even a split
Over
situation.
Majority. Yep.
Number 2, why is it so many dudes from Muhlenberg County sound the same? Like straight up the same intonation, accent. Not necessarily redneck Southern, but hints of it. I ask because in the last podcast, listening to Casey was like listening to a recording of myself at times. Eerie. So why do we not sound like rednecks when we talk on our podcast?
I stopped. Well, I do sometimes anyway, irregardless.
Yeah, boy, I'm down with that. Yeah.
But that all changed.
Hell yeah, boy,
when
I get down with that.
I took a goddamn telemarketing job, and hell, I couldn't fucking talk like this in Illinois. They'll hang the phone up on me, so I had to change that shit. And plus, even though the Southern drawl is actually, I don't know if this is true or not, but females tend to be turned on more by that than they are.
Well, also heard that the Southern accent and the British accent are the most soothing accents in the world. Say if I'm trying to, like Brendan, hey man, I'm sorry to tell you, boy, you got the cancers.
It's
the Southern
to handle it.
It's a Southern accent, and I can't do a British accent.
You can't be like, you got cancer.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, but see, those are the most soothing accents.
Yeah, it's easier to take it in the soft-spoken British accent. Yeah. So, but as far as people sound the same, though, I mean, come on, yeah.
Well, I mean, to an extent, it's always going to happen. I mean,
yeah, no matter where you're at.
When you group people into a demographical region, it's unavoidable.
It's unavoidable. Yeah. But it's a good question, though.
Number 3. What are your last thoughts What are your last thoughts as you hit the pillow and first thoughts as you wake up? Brandon.
Whoa.
I think mine would vary day to day. Like, I would say my last thoughts would be what happened that day, what was going on, or if I know I've got something important the next day. Right. And then I think that would lead into waking up. I think your first thoughts, depending on how you slept, like if you got into a deep sleep, I think if you had a good, vivid dream, I think that's always going to be the first thing you think about.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
Other than that, I think mine's just day to day what I got going on.
Yeah, that seems legit.
The last thoughts most of the time when I go to bed is, why is spam so delicious? And right before I'll go into REM sleep, what is it made out of?
What the fuck?
Then I wake up.
Pork
My first thought is, I need some spam. I'm gonna cook it. Because it's fucking delicious at all times.
But man, my mind is so scatterbrained. I'm usually generally thinking the same thoughts all day. I just do a good job of like distracting myself with like goofy shit, wrestling, doing podcasts, hanging out with friends. But it's always heavy shit. It's always stuff I can never answer. Is there a God? I don't know. What happens after you die? I don't know. And then you have these weird dreams and stuff. You think about the stuff you process subconsciously. I don't know. Like, as you get older, I would tell people right now that this is a fact. The stretch from 23 to 30 is a motherfucker. The chemistry in your brain changes. You start thinking and reacting and all this stuff, and then it does affect your sleep pattern substantially.
Right.
That, and I mean, at the end of the day, we're all guys, right? Yeah. So it's scatterbrained.
Oh.
I think it's you get a combination of you're laying there going to sleep, and your mind is basketball, boobs, video games, music,
something.
boobs,
Yep.
Food, boobs.
Food, boobs, boobs made from food.
It's pretty much generally that's what.
Yeah, sex will always dominate at the end of the day.
I need more boobs.
in some form or fashion, it's all about sex. Actually, the reason why men wake up and go to work is because of sex in a lot of cases. We have to pay the bills for a house in order to have sex with the thing we want to have sex with. I mean, it's all about that. But there's also more complex issues like, what's going on in the world.
What is
For me, it's always what's going on. What's going to happen tomorrow? Why am I worried about it? It's also another thing.
What is toothpaste really made out of?
Yeah.
Well, is that unicorn cum that comes out?
The semen of a unicorn is what we brush our teeth with. I can handle that.
Okay. Jamie Mabry, this is directed towards you, Brendan. What is the obsession with my dick? I'm fun with it, but at least ask me out.
All right. This goes back to, I want to say we were playing Destiny online together. And someone had made the comment in the background of saying Jamie had a little dick, and I guess they didn't realize that he was on playing with us. So then we all heard it and just kind of ran with it. So since then, it's Jamie has a micro penis.
Okay. That's a good one though.
Whoa.
That's funny. I guess anything dick related is an inside joke. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Pelvic thrust.
Yeah. Wish you could do audible pelvic thrust, like a, I don't know.
It would sound like
No, I think it might sound like a text message thing,
or
like a ding. Yeah.
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 That's
Wow.
good. Ghetto, throwing it down.
That's a pretty good question, Jamie Mabry.
I hope your dad does well out of his recovery.
Your stepdad, Tony stepdad. Okay, Kevin Kamer asks, given the history of Middlebury County basketball, maybe some input on how underrated Drexboro basketball players are in Middlebury County. Tell you the truth,
They're
okay.
feared, actually.
See, what really kind of brings this to me to a head is if, you go to any rest stops outside of Middlebury County, like go to different areas of Kentucky, even go into, say, Indiana, they have little pamphlets talk about what Greenville is known for. So it's like the largest belfry, and all that. But to tell you the truth, if Drexboro had a fucking pamphlet, it'd be like the most college basketball players that come out of a little town.
Yeah.
I can't necessarily specifically name them off right now, but yes.
Hawkins, one of them was Hawkins.
Yeah.
What was that guy? They called him the Train because no one could stop him. Like, no one could stop this dude. There's really good defensive players that just could stop him. He's from Drexboro. But I think the main the reason why that occurred is because much like music, the good music that came out of here every once in a while, is because there wasn't anything else to goddamn do, and you're poor.
And as far as it being underrated, I think the biggest problem, it's kind of like we talked about with removing the statues and stuff like that. Over time, whenever you change history, as in back in the day, you had all the separate schools.
Yeah.
Then you consolidated them into North and South. Then you consolidated them into one. So over time, you kind of forget about those guys because Drexboro High School is not a thing anymore.
Yep.
Right.
That's true. And it's going to be lost in time.
I think guys like us that before they consolidated, even the elementary schools now are consolidated.
Yeah.
Guys like us that went to Drexboro, we knew about the Reggie Warfords and
Reggie, that's his name.
Coach Roby Harper.
Right.
We knew about those guys because we were still around it.
Right.
We saw the trophies. We saw the cases.
Our exposure to Drexboro was from Mom was a Drexboro Cardinal. She graduated in 1973.
The high school, yeah.
In the high school. I went there for summer school. We were at Hugheskirk, but it was always talked about, even with our junior pro coaches and stuff, about how good the Drexboro ball teams were. Of course, the junior pro teams, a lot of these sports programs actually, it's sad, but they're disappearing. Really,
yeah,
they're just rare and not taken very seriously. There's not a sanctioned little league team that will come out of Middlebury County ever,
right?
Or softball even. I don't know. T-ball. T-ball's about as far as it goes. Softball, and then I guess maybe there's a few elementary schools that have junior pro. But I don't know. Anyway, what's next?
I mean, that's a good question.
It is. It's an interesting question.
Because, Greenville always touts as being the best area in Millburg County. But,
Look at all the old money we hoarded.
Okay, the next question is,
You know.
who's your NFL division winners and Super Bowl picks?
There you
Right.
go.
I'm just gonna go division by division.
Okay.
AFC East, you've got the Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, and Jets. Barring Tom Brady dying in a plane crash, the Patriots have that division on lock until he retires,
All
and
right.
probably even after. AFC West, you've got the Broncos, Chiefs, Chargers, and Raiders. The Raiders were unstoppable last year until Derek Carr got hurt, so I'm going with the Raiders there.
All right.
AFC North, you've got the Ravens, Bengals, Browns, and Steelers. I'm going to have to go with the Steelers.
Pittsburgh.
Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell may be the best duo in the NFL talent-wise. And I'm going to go with an upset for my Super Bowl pick from the AFC. I think the Raiders upset the Patriots in the AFC Championship and make it to the Super Bowl game.
Oh, shit.
Interesting.
Oh, my bad. I skipped to the AFC division, but it don't really matter. AFC South, you've got the Texans, Colts, Jaguars, and Titans. I'm going to give them some love, and I'm going to say the Titans.
You gonna give Tennessee some love?
I'll give the
I
Titans
say
some
the
love.
Texans, man.
Really? I don't know. I actually don't have a valid opinion on football right now.
Yeah, I never.
I need to get brushed up on
I
it.
never do have a valid. opinion on
I don't
football.
know. We'll watch Super Bowl. So
right.
actually, this question's more or less Brandon's alley. So
Yeah, it's 100%.
that's all Brandon.
All right.
Brando.
I'll keep going. The NFC East, you got the Cowboys, Giants, Eagles, and Redskins. That one's interesting simply for the fact that the Cowboys running back is suspended for 6 games.
Oh.
But even with that, I'd still say they win the division.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
always someone
Yeah.
on the back burner just in case. They always have somebody.
Right.
Like, say if you get injured or suspended, there's always gonna be some dude like, oh, I can play just as good as he does.
Right. Someone's gonna take your spot. Second string, third string.
All right.
Chiefs
NFC
are-
West, Cardinals, Rams, 49ers, and Seahawks. I'm going to have to go with the Seahawks.
All right.
NFC North, Bears, Lions, Packers, and Vikings. I'm going to go with the Packers.
Okay.
NFC South, Falcons, Panthers, Saints, and Buccaneers. I'm going to have to go with the Falcons. With the Falcons making it back to the Super Bowl and losing to the Raiders in the Super Bowl.
So you think what? Dude, I don't know. Even though I'm not even super versed in it, I just don't see the Raiders ever going to another Super Bowl for another
You mean the Vegas Raiders now?
I've never
Vegas Raiders.
Right.
Vega Raiders.
I've never really had a favorite NFL team, so I try to stay as unbiased as possible.
right.
I look at it as the Raiders were, I want to say, had 3 losses maybe, 4 losses before Derek Carr got hurt last year, and were looking solid. You add Marshawn Lynch, who is a year out of retirement, but he's playing for his hometown team of Oakland the last year that they're there, so he's probably got a little extra motivation.
I see.
If they stay healthy, I think they're good.
Nice. Instead of say nice.
And the Falcons are going to come out hungry because there's no way in hell they should have ever lost that Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Hell, dude, yeah, but they fucking Tom Brady threw 19 touchdowns.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, like, if you go to the third quarter, the drive where they were pretty much in field goal range, and instead of just running the ball and then kicking a field goal, they keep throwing it. I mean,
Oh yeah.
if they make a field goal on that drive, it doesn't even go to overtime.
It's kind of like old Russell with the Falcons, right? And yeah, he tried to throw a touchdown pass, where he shouldn't have.
Yeah, it makes you wonder why those decisions are made. I don't know.
Seahawks, I mean.
Yeah,
Seahawks,
that's two.
my bad,
That's two
my bad.
straight Super Bowls that the Patriots have won that they shouldn't have.
Because he did.
Yep.
If I knew more about football, I would add something to it.
Alan, you don't like soccer? I'm a soccer.
Football.
Okay, moving on. Kevin Willoughby is, can I have all your money? LOL. Oh, man. Give me all your money. So, can you respond to that? Since you were the thug that, robbed
Paul Horowitz.
Paul Horowitz with, the cash.
I wish we had that sound clip right now.
That never really worked out for me.
Yeah, I saw you get kicked and a dragon.
Yeah, it did end in
A dragon
violence.
showed up and pooped on you.
Yeah, that was.
I had big plans for the money.
But it just didn't happen.
It didn't happen. I mean, you see these infomercials and you're like, that guy doesn't know kung fu.
That's true. You just don't believe it.
Paul Horowitz was legit.
Okay. See, Kevin, you hear that? Paul Horowitz actually done his kung fu
Yeah.
and changed one man's life. One man. See, he changed. He was you was living a life as a thug until Paul Horowitz showed up.
I was on a dark path.
Yeah, he's in a bad spot. He was at a park. He was clearly at a park with a bunch of kids trying to rob people.
Wasn't that a bicycle kick he went with? He went, ow! Sorry. It's just so
I think it was an axe kick, actually.
Yeah, it was an axe kick, to be precise. and Brandon sold it like a champ and, went down. And
No, I thought he died when he got hit. I don't know.
yeah, you're right. You see a lot of people get on infomercials and on television and YouTube, and they're like, Kung Fu, brah. And they all got their black belts.
And they're just not there yet.
They're nowhere near Paul Horowitz status.
Yeah, or Kung Fu Kevin, actually. Kevin, I should bring that up. Kung Fu Kevin. That's also...
Which is a separate scenario where he does Kung Fu exhibitions. And, stuff.
Moving on to always mess it up. Chris Nally. Is Sonic Mania the best Sonic game ever made?
I have no earthly idea.
He says his answer is yes, probably. Question mark. I don't know. I've never played it. I've never been completely that big of a Sonic fan.
I played good Sonic games.
Sonic the Hedgehog did blow my dick off when I first played it, though. On
IGN
Super
did give it a
Nintendo,
good
or
review.
I played Sonic on the Super Nintendo. No, on a Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
It really done.
I played the Game Gear Sonic Chaos with or Sonic and Tails. Actually, an underrated Sonic game for anyone to pick up either on an emulator or on a console is Sonic Advance. That
see,
was
those
phenomenal.
are apparently the only worthy 2D successors. But apparently Sonic Mania is like the bee's knees, though.
IGN gave it like a 3.5 or something.
GameSpot gave it a 9.5 or a 9.
Well, again, what is it? Opinions,
Right.
Yeah, but see, I'm a big fan of 2D side scrollers. Obviously,
Sonic is a fast fucking game.
But yeah, see, as far as I know, the best Sonic games I ever played is Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic Adventure
Oh shit!
on Dreamcast.
Was the best 3D.
And that game came out in 1999, so...
Do we still have a copy of that?
And the GBA games are really dope, too.
The
though.
GBA games are really... Sonic Advance is fucking dope.
Yeah, so I haven't played Sonic Mania, so I don't have an opinion
I don't
on
have
it.
an opinion on it, but...
I know it's on every marketplace.
yeah, it's all over the place.
I will say this. It's amazing if you go back now to play these games, and just like for me personally, I can play a game like that, and I can just understand why as a kid I was so frustrated trying to play it.
Yeah.
Because like some of that shit, there's no way I would have ever been able to beat it as a kid.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's the reason why we got back into some retro games. It's because we're adults now or whatever, and we can handle it.
Right.
But back then, like games like Contra and
Yeah, there's no way I'm beating Contra as this
Castlevania
5-year-old.
3 and
Oh, yes.
Ninja
Special,
Gaiden,
Gade Gondon.
or
Garden. Ninja Garden.
The,
Those
I think
games are hard.
the game that pissed me off more than anything, do you remember the Lion King game on Nintendo?
Oh, shit. Whoa.
I remember
Most of those
playing,
games are really dope, though. Yeah, but
They were
yeah.
dope,
And all them.
but I remember just being so mad. I think that was the first time I ever threw a controller.
Really?
Whoa, man.
Lion King. That's crazy.
See, Sarah's her game was a Little Mermaid, and when she was a kid, because that's what she got for Christmas. Because Jerry and Michael got like Contra or
Right.
They got cool stuff.
Mega Man or something. And Sarah recently beat it, and the game is really good.
Really?
Little Mermaid.
So it turns out it wasn't such a...
Because Capcom on the original NES is nothing to fuck with.
No, that's true.
Nope.
Every game they put out pretty
They
much
were
was the
home
best.
runs.
Yeah, had some good mechanic about them.
DuckTales.
But I guess we need to wrap up this this podcast with Brandon Jenkins. Brandon Jenkins, do you have any last parting phrases you want to let everyone know about you?
I mean, just one more time, I think I got to drop my catchphrases.
All right.
Hey, man, giving me all your monies. Followed with, I'm the man with the master plan.
Fuck yeah.
So we figured it out. He's Ted DiBiase.
He is Ted DiBiase.
Also, if you hear this podcast, that means you survived the eclipse.
Yes.
And we're out here surviving somewhere.
Yes, yeah, See, we're out in the fucking desert of Kentucky.
We're probably all sweating. What the fuck are we gonna do, dude?
I don't know. I'm gonna eat this podcast to survive.
Dude, that's pretty tasty and it's hilarious.
Don't eat it all because I like that part where Brendan said, "Hey, man, give me all your monies."
All right, man. I guess if we live, we get to upload this.
Yeah, if that happens, then like and subscribe.
This bitch. Fried chicken. Don't forget about it.
Shawn Michaels is the Colonel Sanders.